What up, guys? Welcome to day 4 of the Fade Town 1K Invitational. I'm Zach Everest. I'm joined by Connor Davis.
Hey.
We're getting close to the end of this, guys. Today's match we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches for you guys today. And it's gonna pretty much give us all the way up to the finals. We got the semifinals with Grant. And then we have losers round 4 with Stefan versus Nico and Rahul versus Isaiah. And then whoever wins there will be losers round 5, and then we'll also have losers round 6. Some key matchups. We got Isaiah that's on a fucking tear. He loses round 1. Then he beat Philip. Then he beat Robin. Then he beat the fucking goat Tord. We have Rahul coming off that horrible loss where he should have won against Pedro, but I guess he didn't realize what Zacian's resistance is. But if Isaiah takes out Rahul, we're in that category of can he make the complete run back, which would be insane. I have faith too. I hope so, because if not, this doll stall might just win the whole tournament, because not a lot of decks have a great matchup against it, and Isaiah plays a lot of catchers, and Pigrom can hit the bench, and he's got shots, you know. But we're just gonna jump right into the first game of the day, and we got Grant versus Pedro in semis. Whoever wins this is guaranteed top 2. So it's a pretty big matchup here.
Nice.
So let's jump right into that. We see.
Droppy start.
Yeah.
He's got the sage.
Yeah, we have Pedro with a Drochi start. This matchup, Pedro's got to get these early knockouts. We've seen a lot of this. The early Fion knockouts is key. He's got a decent start. He has a supporter. I'm not sure who's going first. And it looks like Pedro's going to go first, so he's not going to be able to support her, but he will be able to find...
Yeah, he'll still have it for the next turn. He can do this, the Intrepid Sword or something like that. So he's got a good setup.
Yeah, he's looking fine. Grant's got a Flabebe in his hand, which is key. And he has Stevens and a doll.
There's already a doll in hand.
Yeah.
Power plant doesn't do much, but...
No, not very much. And there's the... I wonder why he opts to take the custom catcher. Because he has the research in hand. Oh, well, maybe he just knew he would draw the second one.
Yeah.
He
could just see the future.
He knew. He's like, I'll just draw into the second one, don't worry. So, I mean, this puts Pedro in a good spot, because if Grant only gets that one Flabebe down, Pedro can take that out early.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got the switch, he has a saucer, so he can load that Zacian up to hit next turn.
Easy. And we're good.
He has the custom catchers too, so if he only gets the one Flabebe down.
Yeah, we'll see what Grant opts into. He gets the... he discards the Flabebe. He's got a different strategy in mind for this matchup.
He sees something that I do not.
The more I think about it, he plays Mr. Mime evens odds. So if he could get the Latios down, get the clear vision, that Mr. Mime can't ever get knocked out.
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling.
Yeah. So I think that's the strat he's going for, because he just throws the Flabebe straight away.
Okay.
He's not worried about the setup, I guess. And yeah, you see the Latios come.
Yeah.
I think that Danny and him had, with that Mr. Mime odds, just knew that ADP Zacian was going to be a deck that they need to counter hard, and this seems like the easiest way to do it.
Already gets the 2 dolls down.
And he's going to get the turn 1 clear vision, which is...
Yeah.
Puts Pedro in actually a really tough spot. I don't know if Pedro knows that he plays the mime yet, but we'll see what Pedro can take a knockout on this.
Mm-hmm.
On this Latios here. He probably.
I know he can't.
Well,
no, yeah, I was saying he could.
He doesn't have anything in his discard. That's rough.
Yeah, to actually use it, yeah.
Yep. So all he could do is Intrepid Sword, which gives Grant more opportunities to find this this mime.
It's mime, yeah.
If he, it's so crazy how easy of a lockout this could be. As long as Grant, I mean, he's smart enough not to put 6 prizes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then this quick ball probably just grabs the mime.
Yeah, most likely. As long as it's not prized.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
This game might be over. I don't know if Grant knows that Pedro plays the Mawile. So if Grant's hand gets flooded with some Pokemon, Pedro can force him onto the bench and take prizes that way. But
yeah, that'd be kind of like an interesting like interaction. Grant, I feel like you don't usually have tons of like Pokemon in your hand necessarily when you're playing dolls.
yeah, but I mean, by the end of the game, you have your like whole deck.
Yeah, your whole deck in your hand.
Yeah, so it's like how many bench spots are open and how many prizes can go down. That could be a key in this match because once that odds gets into active and Pedro has already killed this Jirachi and knocked out this Latios, like he doesn't have any options. But
there's nothing. Yeah. What is the Mawile's attack? That I don't know off the top of my head.
It's something. It's like 30 times. It's like Mind Jack or something, where it's based off their bench Pokemon. And he does have the Mawile in deck at least.
Yeah, because that could be another way too. If he could find a way to make it an even.
Yeah, that's true. It comes down to Grant too. It's like Grant will eventually Pedro will take out all these prizes. He'll have a hard lock on Pedro, and Pedro's not going to scoop. And then Grant's mind's got to think: is Pedro just playing this out because?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can like normally like in a tournament, you're going, I need to worry about time. I got to think about this. But right now, there's no time, so like, there's no point in scooping. Yeah. Like, play it out.
Yeah.
Like, granted, it's probably painstaking, and you know you're gonna start biting your fingernails, but
or Grant's gonna sit there and try to think, all right, what out could he possibly have that he thinks he can win this? And maybe that's when he'll realize that the Mawile is an option.
And that could be something that catches him off guard maybe this game because he's not prepared for it. But then like game 2, it's going to kind of be lingering in the back of his head.
Yeah, he'll know that Mawile, he's got to get rid of these Pokemon in his hand. We see the
card on.
Yeah, we see the
like the forces in your hand or whatever.
Yeah. Pedro clicks on that mime. He knows he can't. He has nothing that can attack it. And
He's got a really good base because the second that thing came down, I would have made like a what?
Right? You're like, oh god. And look at all the catcher options that Pedro has. He knows. He's like, all right, I'm gonna take the knockout on this Latios because.
See, I'm curious. Pull up. A Mawile GX. Let's see. So the attack. It does 10 plus. This attack does 30 for more damage for each Pokemon on the bench. So 10 plus 30. So it'd be 30, 60, 90. It'd be hitting for 100. So it's hitting an even number right now, too.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So
that's actually like...
That will be his win condition. Then he needs to start... Yeah. He'll start attacking with that. Because
if Grant commits to that too much and Pedro finds a way to kill it, that puts him so far ahead that...
Yeah. The 100, it's gonna be weird. As long as
70.
Yeah, Grant cannot know that Pedro plays the Mawile. Because I don't think he'd commit this hard to just the strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the catcher, we see the Latios knockout, and now Grant's got to feel like, all right, win. You know, like, what could Pedro possibly have that hits for an even number?
Yeah.
Cynthia Caitlin comes down. He's
I mean, sitting on 3 custom catchers and 2 Pokemon catchers. And
right. Yeah, that's
typically against All-Star, you're like, I'm chilling.
Yeah, he's
like,
chilling.
go ahead.
Yeah. But now Pedro's got to think, what do I do? Do I go straight for the Mawile here? Which it's a hard decision because if he goes straight for the Mawile here, he's going to hit no Pokemon. But he's decided that it's the only thing that can hit this mime for damage. So he's going to do it. And he sees his hand. It's nothing too special.
Right now it's hitting for an odd number, which is lovely.
Yeah. He's a little, you could tell he wishes something would have
come down
on that. So maybe he jumped the gun there on that. Because he's not going to be able to power it up.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to just retreat into
I like the manual retreat too. I mean, again, it doesn't have a way to switch, but I just like that because that gives you the option to load that Mawile up.
Yep, exactly.
It attacks for, I mean, it's 2 energy, so technically it's metal colorless, so he can just bing boom and.
Yeah, if he takes a second, doesn't do that yet. If he gets, both saucers, and then hits the scoop up, he can hit this thing for 100. Oh, yeah, it is 70 right now. 30.
Oh, he can't do X. Yeah, hit for 70 right now.
Yeah, that's not good. Actually,
I was saying he really needed to hit a Pokemon out of the hand.
Yeah, he needed to hit a Pokemon out of the hand. And now he's in a really tough spot. He might be just completely locked out now. Cause, I mean, Grant knows he can't put another Pokemon down. We're just going to see Intrepid Sword. And now I don't know if Pedro has any outs. Like, that Mawile is his, like, only.
I like that he did an Intrepid Sword. Just because you don't really want to sit here and just draw.
Like, you're basically just milling yourself.
Yeah, you're just kind of putting a nail in your own coffin.
And you see Pedro, he's trying to think now. I'm not sure what outs he has. And we'll probably just see Grant passing every turn now.
Yeah.
This might just become a Stellar Wish pass game until Pedro scoops it up because I don't...
See, another option, I would save the scoop ups because you could actually scoop the mime or the Mawile up.
Yeah.
And do it again.
That's what he's going to have to do. But if he ever... Grant's got to know that he's got to get rid of any Pokemon in his hands.
He goes for the... Is that Slap or Ram or what is it?
I think it's Slap. It's Slap for 30. Which is real odd.
Yeah.
And I think Grant's... They've lucked out that most of these... all the decks in this tournament didn't play the Vitality Band. So they don't have any issues. Like, as long as the clear vision comes down, they're always hitting odds, and this mime is just gonna ruin their day.
Just chilling.
Yep. Pedro, he's like, I don't know, man. He's really trying to think of what kind of options he has. I think you're right. I think what he's gonna do is just hope Grant gets a large enough hand.
So there's 26 cards in Grant's deck.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we can't.
I mean, you wait till he has a big hand. You just assume at some point he's gonna have a Pokemon in there.
Yeah.
Go for your 3 scoop ups you have available to you. 4 scoop ups you have available to you.
Correct.
I mean, if you flip tails 4 times, I would probably do what I did and just sell all your cards.
Yeah. Exactly. But it's like, I think that's his only option. And Grant's chilling. He doesn't have any Pokemon in hand, and if he does draw one, he has ways to get rid of it. So
like, Grant's gonna go like walk his dog.
And Pedro goes for it, and he misses again. And he's like, hey, let's try this again. Nope, he decides.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that he didn't play that because I feel like that's just not.
Yeah, it'd just be out of frustration.
Yeah.
He's like, What do I even
No,
do?
he's definitely like staying like composed.
Does this regular hit anything? I don't know.
What is this?
70. No! This is not
It's all
good.
odd.
It's not good, boys.
Give me an even number, please.
And he does hit the other scoop up. He's going to throw a regular or the
Put them all out.
back on top of his deck. I wonder what the strategy with that is.
What's the plan there?
I think it's
Because like now, like I would be terrified because like you'd assume that there's at least like a bell elbow or something in Grant's deck.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if he just comes out and slaps it down, now your Mawil's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay. That makes sense because he puts that on the top. He's gonna draw the Mawile with Marnie.
He wants to make sure he gets them all out. All right, genius.
That makes sense. And this is why he is better than I am.
Oh, and we'll see it. And he gets the Mew. He gets the Mew.
That's what we needed. All right.
That play is very smart. That was so smart,
that was
actually.
Really good. Like I didn't see that whatsoever.
Like he knows. This is only out, but he doesn't have a way to power up the Mawile. But I mean, the Mawile is live now. There's no.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Grant can just discard. He can just discard the one doll next turn, and then he's back in the same situation.
Yeah, I mean he'd have to retreat the mime.
Does it have to be in the active? I don't think so. I think he could just get rid of it.
I'm pretty sure that it has to be active on dolls, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna double check it. I'm pretty sure that he could just. Oh, he's gonna. If he could discard it, he's gonna discard it right now. So we'll see. Because there's no. He doesn't want to give up 100 damage onto this.
But the good thing is like bringing that Mew down too. That puts you, if you can kill the mime, that puts you at 3 prizes on board to finish.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be tough because he's got to be able to catch. He's got to catch multiple Pokemon, like because 100 damage doesn't take it out. He's got to do that twice, and then he has enough catcher's options. Like he's in a good situation.
Yeah, because he put all his custom catchers back in deck. There was still 3 in his hand, I think.
Yeah, so it's gonna come down to catching Grant with these Mawile every turn, or at least one more time. And I guess you're right. From what it looks like, he has to have that doll in the active, and we will see it come to the active. We'll see it come to the active.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of it. Okay. Oh, it goes to the bottom of the deck too. It doesn't go away. So it's very unfortunate for Pedro. And so now we have to see him pull that Marnie type play off 2 more times and be able to get attacks off.
I mean, this shuffles the deck, which is good because that puts all the scoop ups off at the bottom.
That's true. That's true. And
there's a little bit of dig option with the Oranguru.
Yeah, things kind of got a little interesting.
Can you Oranguru with an empty deck?
I believe. No, you can't.
You can't? Okay.
No, I think that would just make an infinite loop. It would be super busted.
It would, yeah, that makes sense. I guess I'm just thinking of it in this situation because, like, it was kind of would make dolls not exist any longer.
Right. I like. Well.
Okay, so he kills the Mew, but now that puts it to where he's hitting an even. Granted, he's like poking at this Mr. Mime.
I wonder why he decided to just give Pedro the Mime or give Pedro the Mew. Like he didn't have to do that. He's like, all right, that's another Pokemon. You have to do it twice. How much is he hitting for right now? Because now it's what 30, 40.
He's hitting for 40.
40. So he needs to put Grant needs to put something down because that 40 could be big. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Or just discard, not give him any options. Now he's hitting for what 10. But it's even, so 0.
Not only is it an odd number, it's pitiful.
Yeah, that puts Pedro in such a hard spot. He needs to get This Marnie has to be huge. It has to be like Marnie into like 3 Pokemon. Super scoop up this thing.
He needs a saucer.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good
I
at
don't
all.
even think he can Barney into enough cards.
No. Pedro,
But you're definitely going to see a Marnie here because he is. I mean, he's resolving.
yeah.
So I would assume you want to disrupt that.
Grant played that so well.
Mm-hmm.
And now that Grant knows that this Mawa exists, and
It's just going to make future games easier.
yeah. This might be the writing on the wall. I just don't see how Pedro gets around this now. What card does Pedro want to keep here? Pedro's like, I gotta dig. You're right, he needs a lot of cards here.
Oh well. Well, actually, no, it's fine. He's not going to discard that. It's just going to go back.
Here comes the Marnie. Let's see. It really comes down to what Grant gets, and obviously Grant doesn't get any Pokemon in his hand. So,
Yeah.
what else can Pedro do? Nothing. I don't know. I don't see it. ADP hits for 150.
So he scoops up. Tails. I mean, he probably just goes for the same play off that scoop up. Scooping the Mawile up. But
yeah, I don't know. He committed another energy to it. So it's.
Yeah.
He only has, one energy. That's the last energy in his deck. I don't know how many saucers he has left. And he just didn't try it, so I think he's kind of just given up at this point. I don't see an out around this mime. Then this makes this matchup so hard for Pedro.
I know. That mime's like a complete left field deck, but it's like shutting down. Because I know like normally this is kind of a weird matchup if you don't get that clear vision off. Because that kind of changed the game too. Like if Grant doesn't get that turn 1.
I think it's over. I don't think Grant can win at all if Ultra Creation comes down ever. Because he hits for evens, he takes extra prizes. There's so many catcher options. There's 4 catchers, 4 customs. Like it's just not gonna go well for Grant.
So there is a Pokemon in Grant's channel. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this game really is gonna come down to like these first turns of each player. It's like, all right.
I think that's Pedro's 4th scoop up, right?
I think so. Yep.
Yes, it is. Thank you for doing that, Pedro.
Yep. I think he realizes it, and we might see a concession, or he might just attack it because why not? You know.
There's no time limit.
Yep. There is a shrine. There is an active shrine.
But he has a Lusamine.
Yeah.
Grab a stadium. Yeah.
All right. That's probably the last thing he was looking for Pedro to scoop. It's like, all right, the shrine's active, so maybe I'll see what happens here. But we'll see
I like how Grant's getting rid of all the basics from his deck too.
Yeah, he's done. He's just like get rid of everything.
So now, even if Pedro does do like the Marnie stuff that he's been doing all game, it just makes it so unlikely that Grant's gonna find a basic.
Grant's typing out something, I think. It's like, I don't have any basics left in my deck. All right, skip this up. Let's go to game 2.
Yeah. It's like Dolls isn't always miserable just for the person you're playing or playing against. It's kind of miserable to play sometimes too. Like it drags on forever. Like
Grant told him right there that he didn't have any basics. He's like, I don't have anything. And we'll see the concession.
Oh, there goes game 1. Oh, maybe not. He's just pretending. He's trying to bait Green. That's what it is. Dang, didn't work.
So we see the game 1, and ideally we could just see that the next game, and Grant can see himself right into the finals.
Yeah.
It makes it really tough. The game's gonna come down to the first turn. Like Pedro's gonna go first. He wants to get the ADP with the energy, and
Yeah, you want to go first, get the ADP with energy down, and hope that he doesn't get
the clear vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if he does, we could just see a scoop because.
Well, you get a Rachi with a skateboard start. It's something you always like to see. You have the way to grab the ADP with the energy. I mean, that's a good hand.
Yeah, the water energy is really good, and we have the Marnie. The Marnie's huge. Yeah. The Marnie cuts Grant down to 4 cards on turn 1, so stop him from getting the Latios.
Well, you can't play it, but
oh yeah, that's true.
Before this rule, yes, that would be busted.
Yes, I always forget this stuff, but it gives him a shot. It gives him. He's got the start he wants. He's just got to hope Grant. And I mean, right now Grant does have it, actually, right? He doesn't have a switching option. So it comes down to the switching option on Grant's side. Because he has...
There's no Mal and Lana in his deck. For that tag call.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's going to use the tag call for the Guzma Hala. Get him that rainbow, the 1 rainbow energy in his deck. So it'll come down to the Stellar Wish for the switch, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's forcing the Drachi onto the bench, boy. I like it. Rude. Let's see. Bah.
Did you just read that Herb?
Yeah. I know, I said rude. I thought I said rude.
I thought you read bruh backwards.
Because it was hidden behind Grant's head, so like there's RUD or RUH or something. I don't know. Yeah. So we see the tag call. I assume we're gonna get the Guzma Halas. And he's just gotta hit. Grant's literally just needs a switching option. Unless Guzma Halas. Oh, what is this? Oh, he prized both Latios. Oh, this game's over, boys. Woo. We might just see a concession on Grant here. Because, like I said, if he gets the Ultra Creation, he has no outs.
Yeah. I mean, he still has to find the metal energy.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, he has all day. There's no Latios ever coming. He doesn't take prizes. He doesn't ever have to pay for you at that. And like I said, he has so many catcher options and so many things that I think Grant knows that.
This is like where you want to be playing against Alls.
Oh, Grant says, I would have had it again, but he's a little lying there. Let's see if he gets a switch off this Stellar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not totally there.
I need a metal. I mean, I do. He's like, I need a metal energy, but he's like, I think Pedro realizes that he has all day to get this metal energy. And no, he didn't get the switch, so I don't think he would have had it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you still just grab the mime here and hope, or do you?
I think you go back into this other strategy.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you go back into this other and hope that he flips tails and all his catchers. Because that's your only out. You already have 2 on board. And I mean, you see a little banter back and forth with them. It's kind of funny. You don't see that a lot, but they have a lot of time to talk because these games go so long.
I know, exactly. They're like, no, I got all the time in the world. We can talk about this.
And Grant's like, I would have won. And Pedro's like, whatever.
I mean,
sorry.
Let's not go that far. Yeah.
Sucks. Welcome to Pokemon, where prize cards suck.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll see the Marnie and see if he gets the energy. Cause,
all right, and he does. Yeah, so he gets the Alter Creation. He's kind of heavy chilling.
Yeah, I think Grant might just scoop. He knows that Ultra Creation's pretty much the game. Like, he's got all 6 prizes down on the board already.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no... And Pedro's used 0 catcher options.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah, so... We will see. And Grant's hand is so bad.
It's awful.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
Like,
what is it, Mimikyu?
Steven,
He gets the research. And Grant just decides he's Phil's bed. At this point, it doesn't matter because
yeah,
he's gonna play with 1 doll when he knows this Jirachi's gonna get knocked out. So if he takes this one, no, the game's over because he's got 4 unless he's prize custom catchers
and he flips tails on his.
I mean, he doesn't even need he can hit all 4 tails because he'll take this Jirachi out because it's gonna get stuck, and then just double custom catcher twice for game. And that's saying he doesn't ever flip a heads on one of his catchers. So looks like Pedro's gonna steal one, which I think he would have stole it anyways, even if the Latioses were prized, because I don't think he had the switch option.
He had a way to retreat to Jirachi.
Exactly.
He still would have had it.
Yeah.
So.
And we see the research.
He's an energy. There we go.
Yeah. I wonder how long Grant's gonna play this out.
He's got 2 gusting options chilling in hand too.
Yeah. He's literally got game in hand if he can hit heads on that catcher.
And if not, you have taken too. You have ways to find.
Yeah. But Grant's going to get a lot more time next game because he's going to go first. So he'll have time to find the Latias. And then Pedro's got to attach 2 energies manually to the ADP. But that takes 2 turns. So gives Grant a lot of time to set this block up.
There is a Bella.
Yeah. Usually don't use the Bella till late game, and then it's over. And we see that Guzmahala come down. I'm not really sure what Grant's thought process is here.
I mean, his thought process is probably there's no time limit, so I might as well just see what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I think like this doll style was a really good call for this particular tournament.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it's
actually the best call, I think.
Yeah,
especially because they found their out to this ADP. They're like, oh, here's this mime, and beat me. I mean, this doll's cute and all, but if you look at Pedro's hand, it's so stacked. It's so stacked.
He's like the innocent friend.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go, like, fight his bigger friends? That's what ADP is going to do.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't even care. I'll fight your big friends.
Let's see if you get Rachi right into this 4th catcher.
He definitely has the opportunity. It's in deck. I mean,
that's basically it. Like, he just got to hit heads on one of them.
Yeah.
Let's see if he takes the...
This is going to be the custom catcher.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. It's going to be it.
I think he's going to go for the basic catchers.
I'm lying.
Yeah, you go for that. If he hits heads here, the game. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a game. Oh, Grant, it's pissed! Off of 1 head!
Into the Shadow Realm for a minute. He's back.
Grant cannot believe that he got heads on that. It's like, come on, Grant. There's another one. Like, the options that Pedro has to beat this deck are huge. And I think a lot of the players didn't see this deck coming, but I think Pedro kind of did. Because you see the catcher options are just insane. But I don't think he's seen the Mr. Mime coming.
No. I don't think anybody expected that.
No,
I know, like, when those cards first came out, I had, like, looked at it and I was like, oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
But it's just,
We had
too much.
choice band like when it first came out. We're like,
Yeah, when it first came out, like it didn't matter. You could
Nah.
just change it and even into odd, just like that.
And like right now, it kind of doesn't matter, but no one's playing the Vitality band. 10 damage just isn't cool. And Pedro hits him with the good game.
Well played. You have a good deck. You know all that
Yeah.
fun stuff. Green smiley face. That's my
So,
favorite smiley face.
He's like, you got the catcher's head. That's probably what he's typing out right here. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, Grant's a little salty, man.
A little bit.
Grant's
Honestly, though, I went to the Shadow Realm for a little bit. I wouldn't be too happy either.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
he
he
was
did the banana catcher.
PM, dude. Just, Pokemon's like, here you go, dog. I got you.
That's hilarious. And Pedro will take game 2. But Grant's going to be...
Grant's in a good spot, though.
Grant's in a great spot. He's going to go first. If he doesn't prize both Latioses, he has 2 turns to get the clear vision off. And hope he didn't prize the mime. It all comes down to Grant's prizes at this point. And how bad his hand is. And his hand is not good at all. Oh, no. But he has outs.
This is the first time I see Pedro getting Jirachi to start, but...
Yeah. Oh, but Pedro has the Marnie, too. And he will be able to use it. So, if Grant doesn't get the Latios down here, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because he has a... Oh, it's going to be rough because he only does play the one... I think he only played... He might play 2 Rainbow Energy. But we're probably going to see the tag call for the Guzmahala. But then Marnie's going to throw that Guzmahala right on the bottom of the deck.
So he gets the Latios out.
He has the retreat option. It's just the energy now. And I think that's where this Marnie's going to play real big problem for him. Oh, and Grant smartly doesn't play the tag call, giving him more outs to this Marnie. Pedro will probably grab the ADP. And Pedro knows he has to disrupt this hand because you just seen the Latios come down and nothing else played. He's like, let's just get him down to 4. Less cards, less outs. This game all comes down to these first few turns.
Yeah. I definitely feel like you just grab... When you grab ADP here, right?
Yeah, I would. I think he's just making sure he has everything in deck.
Okay.
He thought about taking the Marwal and trying to be a little cheeky, get some more prizes on the board. But he opts into...
Gets the switch, so that puts the...
Yeah.
Step forward.
So he needs a hit and energy off this Marnie, and Grant is not very happy about that Marnie coming down. Let's see what his hand ends up being. He gets the it's very bad.
Not much of anything.
No,
at all.
He doesn't have the energy. He needs the energy. He needs something off the Jirachi here, and Pedro gets everything he needs.
Yeah.
He's
even like the battle onto the Zashi.
Oh
too.
God! So it comes down. What do you talk? Oh, he gets the special energy. He needs a switch. He needs a switch here.
Okay.
Jirachi for the switch. Pedro's praying. Oh, and you see Grant's face. Don't think he got the switch.
I'm guessing he doesn't have a way.
No.
I mean, you could Pokegear.
He's got a
maybe got like a Cynthia Caitlyn to draw some cards.
That's what it comes down to. Let's see what he gets off the Pokegear. Oh!
Research.
He's got a research for the...
Like, that's a card.
Yeah. And he puts the power plant and the mime down. So see how that goes. But he's got to hit the switch here. This game's over. Oh my God, he whiffs. He fucking whiffs. And you can see it on Grant's face. And we're going to get a message. Grant's been very, very talkative here. You are so lucky. You are so lucky. Marnie got the tag call. Yeah, he did. I know, not my fault. Pedro's like, yo, that's not my problem, bro.
Not my fault.
Not my problem, bro. Get cooked. He's like, you already have the advantage in the matchup. Sorry, I used my only out. my bad, bro.
Sorry that I'm playing to win.
I think the game's over now. Like, again, all the prizes are on the board, and Pedro probably steals this again because he whipped the switch.
The useless 3-prize Pokemon.
Yeah. If the Mime's 3 prizes, the Latios is 3 prizes. Nothing matters. This game's over. And Grant just scoops. He does.
Grant just scoops.
Yeah, that's insane. Very unfortunate that the research for nothing.
Like, definitely prepared to face the ADP.
Yeah.
It was just really like all that luck was on Pedro's side.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I don't know how much luck it is. It's just he just missed the outs. Like Pedro had the Marnie. The Marnie did work for him.
Yeah, that Marnie was actually really, really good.
That will put Pedro taking down Grant in the dreaded doll stall, moving Grant down to losers finals, where he'll wait for the outcome of the next few matches, and Pedro's chilling in finals, top 2.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pedro's finals. I like it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna jump down into the losers bracket here. Our first match, we got Stefan versus Nico. It's gonna be rough for Nico. I mean, it's Baby Blondes versus Luke Metal.
Lucario Metalization.
Yeah. I mean, Nico. All I can think is Nico's gotta hope for these frying pans and these reset stamps to give him outs to not losing, because the weakness. I mean, Stefan doesn't need many energies to take 3 prizes.
No.
And I don't know.
With weakness, you get those. I mean, are there Marnies in Nico's deck at all?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, like Marnie, reset stamp, that kind of stuff, and pray.
Yeah, that's literally all. I mean, Nico's gotta get down against all Baby Blonde decks. Basically, what you want to do is lose until you win. You basically get down to one. They get down to 1 prize. You hit them with the stamp, and you go.
I have faith. I would go for I like the underdog deck when they can beat that.
I would love to see Nico take this. That deck has been winning, which is no one played it. You don't see it played a lot. Stefan's been on this Baby Blondes deck for a while, and I mean, it's a great call because most of the decks in this format are steel. And,
a lot of them.
And 3 prize attackers, and this little Baby Blonde is like 1 prize, hit you for 9 million damage. Let's go. And really, like I said, the only out most decks have is reset stamp and pray, and sometimes that works. But
I mean, sometimes it works, but a lot of times too, like there's like the Oricorio to draw cards. Yeah. There's Jirachi. Yeah. There's like you have so many ways to draw.
They have lucky eggs now.
Yeah, like they're like, good, reset stamp me, knock it out, boom, I'm back at 7.
Yep, exactly. And Nico just opts to put down the Luke Metal. He's like, whatever, I'm gonna make him have 1 extra energy. I'm gonna make him have it. But I don't know how great that is. Oh, and the start. I just realized the start is so bad for Stefan.
That's terrible.
Can Nico win the game here? He needs a switch, and then the saucer. Switch and saucer, and switch. Double switch saucer.
I mean, like, though, if I'm Nico, though, like, I really don't want to use that Marnie, but he just kind of has.
Yeah, you go. I think you don't want to, and he opts to just go. I mean, nope, he does it. He plays very conservative.
That makes sense, because like you really think he's gonna get a Baby Blonde down with 3 energy attached to it and all that stuff with that start he just had?
Yeah, he didn't do anything, and he's gonna welder onto this Dedenne, which I think you're fine with if you're Nico. You're like, okay,
he's got the frying pan in hand now.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, it's still bad because the matchup all around is just terrifying. But
and as long as Nico can
good.
take out this Dedenne here, it's gonna
I almost
be
want to
worth
see
it.
the Blown because he has the great catcher
That's
to bring
true.
that to Dedenne.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
I'd like him to kind of take the threat.
Yeah.
Like Dedenne can't even do anything.
Yeah,
Just...
he should take out this Blown. You're right. If he takes his Blown out, Stefan's in a rough spot. He's got to hope for what? Is he gonna welder a second time to the Dedenne? And he opts not to go for the Blown. He opts just to be content with taking out the Dedenne and giving Stefan a fresh hand.
A lot better of a hand as well.
Yeah, a lot better of a hand. But again, Nico didn't have any clue what he drew off the welder, so
yeah. I mean, Stefan can get a lot of cards off what he's working with right now.
Yeah.
The B-Springer is kind of pointless because like you're hoping to get a knockout on the GX, but you're probably gonna end up killing the Zacian if you're killing anything.
Correct. So he'll as long as he's got the stadium in deck, he'll be able to draw 6 more cards off this and probably take the knockout.
He could come into play too here because 3 energy sitting on it.
Yeah.
I mean that adds up.
Exactly. Yeah. Now it's crazy how the tables turn right off of one Marnie.
Mm-hmm.
Because now Nico's looking in a very bad position.
I think I would have just like custom the Blown and
taking out the Blown might have been the right option because the Dedenne is just not a threat. And he had the options, like he had the great catcher.
The great catcher was already there, so he could have just left Stefan with nothing.
Yeah.
But it's in the past now.
Yep. Now Stefan's gonna take. Well, again, if Stefan misses a basic, okay. Stefan hits something. That's good. If Stefan wouldn't have hit a basic there, we've been.
It would have just been. Well, it could have.
Wouldn't have mattered.
He needs 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs another energy. He's short 1.
Is he? So
because he'll have to attach that one, and the Flint only grabs 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but
so he'll be hit for 200.
It's weak.
It is weak. You are right. He's in it for 4. Should be enough.
He's chilling. He's chilling, dude. He's chilling.
He put the frying pan on the Lucario. Okay.
Yeah. It's weak, so it's gonna be really rough for Nico after this.
Uphill battle.
But he'll again. Nico doesn't have much after this, though. I mean, Stefan doesn't have much after this.
No.
If this Blown goes down.
Okay, the energy retrieval is good.
Yeah, but he's already used 2 welders. And yeah.
And there's one Dedenne in his deck.
I believe so. He's gonna have
he can't go Lucario if something gets knocked out, but I don't think anything's getting knocked out.
Yeah, that Luke Metal doesn't have the energy it needs. We'll see this early stamp to 4, which I don't know. I think he wanted to. Well, he's gonna research, so he just plays it.
That makes sense. Huh?
And he whiffs on the saucer.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna put Nico in an even worse position, unless he really decides to dig for it. We'll see what he gets off of this, but I don't know. Maybe he Orangers into the saucer right here, like a monster. He's gonna thin out his deck as much as he can.
Yeah, increases odds.
And he does grab the Dedenne.
Okay.
He's like, I need the saucer or this game's over. And he hits it finally. Okay.
I can't see. Was there already an energy on the Luke Metal?
Yeah, there's one.
Okay, cool. So he really only needed the 1 saucer.
Yeah, the 1 saucer.
All right, cool.
So now he'll take the knockout onto this, and then we'll see what what Stefan can do with these stellar wishes.
Yeah.
That stamp was actually pretty good.
Those are going to be huge because this actually puts Nico, I feel like, in a pretty good spot now.
Yeah, because he also has the frying pan on this.
On the Luke medal.
Luke medal. And this Luke medal is just going to do 150 all day. And there's no answer to that. Currently. And the odds of getting a welder and a baby clown are not great here.
He has the heat factory to.
He went straight into. He's gonna be able to put both of those back. Yeah, that pow pat's huge. Nico really wishes he would have hit that stadium.
There's 11 energy in discard too.
Yeah. That stadium staying out there was not ideal for Nico. And ooh.
Okay, that grabs him 9 energies out of discard. That's fantastic.
Perfect. He's got. Let's see if he hits the well. He needs to find a baby blonde and a welder. He finds the welder here. But I think that's all he can do. He has no way to retreat to this other Jirachi. He has to put it down though, because he just loses.
Yeah, then you just lose.
So this is real rough for Stefan. We're seeing the steel deck be able to take down this fire, but it's been like a horrible setup for Stefan this whole time. Yeah.
Because there was a point where I looked at it and Stefan looked like he was in a great spot, and then he wasn't, and then he was. He wasn't.
The stamp, dude. The stamp to 4 was rough. And Nico has so many catcher options in hand. He's looking at a good spot. The frying with no tool discarder card. That frying pan sticks.
Like catchers? Oh, okay, that makes sense. He doesn't want to hit the one with the lucky egg.
Yes, he doesn't want to draw
so you
the
don't
7.
want more cards.
Yeah.
Stefan has a lot of options to draw, but he also needs to.
And he contacts the quick balls. I think that's gonna be enough for the knockout onto this. As long as he can find a switching option. That's gonna be a lot of damage.
A lot.
That's exactly what Stefan needed. It was that quick ball. It's gonna put him in a fantastic position to win this game. Actually, he's gonna go down to 1 prize, and as long as he can find the switch off this. Oh, he also has the stadium still.
To draw more.
Yep, he didn't hit it, but he has
the option. Stellar Wish, like there's a lot of left to do for sure.
We'll see how this goes because still no switch. That's nine cards, no switch. He's got to hit it off.
So he can still Stellar Wish and Oricorio right now.
Yeah. True.
The Oricorio is scary though. I don't know if I'd want to put that down.
Yeah, you don't really. The Oricorio would lose you the game.
Yeah.
If he just has a catcher. He's got a Stellar Wish for the switch card, which is.
I think he's still thin.
Yeah, definitely thin.
Rachi. And.
Checking his discard.
I don't hate him grabbing maybe the big clown because that sets him up just to GX.
He's like, I'm gonna go for the Oricorio. He knows if he doesn't get this switch, this game's over. And he gets it. He gets it. Okay. Perfect. He gets the switch. He's gonna take this knockout. The triple fire crystal.
You can get 11 energies out of the discard pile right now. That's
good. Yes. I wish we had a cat on Nico's face because he's just like, okay.
Losing it.
You went from nothing. You had nothing last turn, and now you're gonna destroy my 260 HP, 290 HP Pokemon right now.
Yeah, I mean that right there. What's in hand is enough. So like.
Yeah. 100, 200, 300 damage. Boom.
Yeah.
Yep. He's chilling. That's insane how much damage this baby blind does. And you see Stefan look at the game log, make sure he didn't miss anything that Nico did. And we'll see the fireball circus. Maybe. Yep. For the 300 and the knockout. Oh, 270, sorry.
Oh, enough.
Yeah. Exactly, enough. Yeah.
I'm heading for enough, which actually enough is my favorite number.
Yes, I agree.
Always my favorite number. Enough.
Oh, wow. God. He gets a welder off the prizes, which tells you if he doesn't hit that pow pad, he only had one welder in deck, and it would have been so rough for him.
Real unlikely.
He had to waste. He prized one welder. He wasted one welder on a Dedede. He's getting pretty lucky here, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
He top decks the pow pad when he needs it, and he top decks the quick ball right when he needs it. And you know, sometimes that's all you need to win games here, boys. A little luck. I don't know how Stefan responds. He has to take the knockout here. But if he takes a knockout here, I think Stefan has game in hand.
Yeah, because I mean, he can grab, what is that? That's
Baby
4,
Brown,
7, discard.
And he doesn't need much to take out Azation here.
And with the frying pan, it's 260. So he actually still needs.
He has a lot of ways to draw still, too. He
still
can
needs
draw 9 cards next turn. With what? Okay,
Yeah.
6 cards, though. Because he won't care about putting the Oricoria down at this point. It's for the game. So he'll have. And Nico can't do nothing. Nico just puts his Azation up with the frying pan and goes, hey, you got it, bro?
No energy either. Like,
Yeah.
even if Stefan doesn't get. Oh, he just does that. He just bursts.
Oh, yeah, burst, yes.
That's just. Okay.
Easy peasy.
We're all sitting here thinking about, oh, he needs 6 energies. No, he needs 1.
Yep, he needs 1. Yep. So Stefan takes a game where he had horrible hands.
Yeah.
It still wins.
I feel like this matchup is like just close to impossible for Nico. Like,
weakness is just so tough. We've seen it a couple times during this tournament where the matchups are just almost impossible because of weakness. It's I don't know what to tell. I feel bad for Nico. He gets this far. He makes.
I keep going back to that play though. I feel like if he would have left the hand the way it was and just smacked that baby blown.
Right. I think these could have been a lot different, but I don't know. It's hard to say because he got the welder. The play's not wrong. It's just from the outside looking in, we're like, this is what he should have done.
Yeah.
But,
and I mean, it's always like I don't know. He said, she said. Like, we don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
We have no idea, like, what Stefan would have
Nico starts horrible. Horrible. He just gets the Ditto energy pass. And now Stefan can win this game with a donk here if he can get 3 energies on something. On this baby bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
One thing I really like just looking at Nico's hand that I didn't know was there, was that make him pay Persian.
Yeah.
There could have been a point in the game where, like, if Stefan, like, overextends or does too much or he has whatever, like, bring him down to 4 and just get rid of all of, like, his fire crystals, energy retrievals.
Yep.
And that could really, like, that could seal a game.
It could.
But when you start energy on it, it's probably not going to happen.
It's not looking too good. And, like, even say he doesn't get down here, Nico's gotta top deck something. Because his only option next turn is to evolve this Ditto until make him pay.
and like, just try to stall another turn and hope to find a book.
Yeah. That's really rough. Because, I mean, when I look at this hand...
He just got the he's got Ultra Space to grab the Clown, he's got...
Yeah, if he hits the welder here, he just got, off this Dedede, he needs a welder, a couple energy, and a switch card, and this gives
or he just goes for Blazer and prays he flips a...
That's true.
Fire.
That's true, too.
Yeah. Like, he's got a lot of... Or the Victini.
Yeah. Hmm. There's so many options, actually.
Yeah, Victini, I mean, 2 energies, just bap.
I think it'll come down to the switch card. It always comes down to the switch card. It's like, oh, no, you don't have the switch. I knew it.
Mm.
Yeah, I also take the energy.
Oh, I guess the swell was there. Okay.
So,
That makes it.
that's true.
I was thinking, I was like, I bet
he got the switch, but he
he's got-
doesn't have the welder. He has
No.
no way to get it. Okay, well.
So Nico
Here
survived.
comes the blazer. Here comes the
Down.
blazer. If he hits the blazer here, boys. Oh, this decision. Oh, it's just a bag. All right, Nico's got an opportunity to do something, and he draws into
Metal energy.
metal energy. Perfect.
Yeah, just exactly what he wanted. 100%, I'm sure.
So now he's got a 90 HP. Make him pay here, boys. Which, I mean, ideally, Nico's got nothing. Or, I mean, Stefan's got nothing.
Yeah.
He's really got nothing. We might just see a sharp claws. After just make him pay. And and here comes a stamp. Let's see.
Reset stamp. Probably reset, make him pay.
Yeah.
Or is he going to...
He's trying to draw cards. He's trying to draw out of this horrible hand. Oh, he gets the Rachi.
Like, custom catchers are just not a thing.
And he finally draws out of it. He has to play all his custom catchers.
It's going.
Yes, I'm so
energy from testosterone. Like, okay.
Oh, I mean, as bad as it sounded, he was almost okay with just making him pay that turn, actually. Because, I mean, Stefan had nothing. He had nothing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Nico doesn't know that. It's so
Nico has nothing going on either, though. So,
yeah.
I mean, I see
he's
got to, like...
He didn't want to lose, He didn't know that Stefan had nothing, but...
I think you get rid of what? Like, Flint, Palpad, or Flint?
Well, before, it was like... Before he stamped, if he didn't stamp, it was like Stefan had nothing, to be honest. It was just like a Flint. And you could just get rid of the Flint and, like,
I'm thinking Palpad, or the bikini.
Yeah.
That seems fine, too, just to get that threat out of there. And Stefan has nothing.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. And Nico knows he has nothing because they make him pay. He gets to look at his entire hand. He knows he's on the top deck. But Nico, I mean, Stefan's been top decking all day, baby. So, we're just gonna see another Blazer, which is rough.
Still just another 10 damage. I mean, the 60 wouldn't have killed anyways.
No. Nico's got a lot of opportunity here.
Saucer.
Nico's got a lot of options in his hand.
There's only one metal in discard, though.
Yeah. He can go get the Rangaroo and save that other saucer while he researches. Because Nico knows he's got nothing. We won't see the Martin come down.
Yeah, I like that play. Grabbing the Orangaroo, save the other saucer.
Yeah.
That seems good.
I think that's what we're going to see. Unless he just opts to get rid of the research, and he's got a Marnie here, which is very odd in my... He knows Stefan has nothing.
Has nothing.
Why?
You saw his hand. There was nothing there.
And then he top decked and blazered. I'm so confused here. Unless he's just content with not playing a support at this turn at all. Which, I mean, maybe that is. Maybe he is okay with that. And just keep making him pay. Yeah. Oh, he's going.
Yeah, because like
the sharp claws for 90, boy.
Because you're not.
And the Cramorant is not going to do anything for someone. We're going to see just another Blazer. Uh-oh. Stefan's on a back foot by this Persian, baby. This Persian's doing work. Nico decides to go the very conservative way and not try to overextend. Hold all his resources. And just sharp claws him to death.
Still not enough. I mean, that's what he needed turn 1. He should have clicked that one.
Yeah, he would have won, boys.
Yeah.
Way to go, Stefan. Why didn't you
I
know?
love like when you're playing and like you get that like adrenaline rush, like, oh my gosh, I can win, but it's about a 1 out of 6 chance that I got this. Like
maybe. Who
it's
knows?
like gambling. Like you're not losing $300 and like ending up somewhere you've never been before. So
he makes him pay. Ed takes the knockout, gets rid of the Craverat, and Stefan finds an out. Which I mean, he has lots of outs in his deck at this point.
Yeah, because now he's drawn 3.
And
probably gonna start.
Yeah, he has. Ooh.
I mean, not really though.
I mean, does he want to detonate? Oh, he already detonated.
He already detonated.
I don't know if he has another detonate. I don't think he does. Stefan's again in a horrible position. He has no welders.
He could. I mean, do you grab a Rachi?
I don't.
But like even then, like, what are you gonna welder to?
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many. I mean, you gotta. I think you have to take the Rachi because you can't continually do this every turn. You have to stop the bleeding at some point. And when not grabbing the Rachi, you're missing a big part of continuing this game. You have to hit a welder eventually. But again, I mean, the Sharp Claws will take out this Rachi. And this person's going to do some more work in this game. Oh, he has to flip the heads, though. For 2, I think. He hits the Heat Factory. So he can continue to draw some cards here. Let's see if he hits... He does not hit the welder.
I mean, he could. Oh, no, yeah.
The welders...
yeah.
He hasn't... Oh, he did search his deck. I don't know how many welders he has in deck. But...
Yeah, I wasn't looking.
He was hitting all the welders last game. This game, no. Not this time, boy. But for missing the welder so many times, he's not far behind because Nico's really not doing much.
Like we were talking about, I mean, this matchup is just so bad.
Yeah.
That even though like Stefan's on a back foot, he's really not ever
just
on that much of a back foot.
Because if Nico ever powers anything up and Stefan hits a welder on one turn, the game is just flipped. It's like, oh, all right. Because you're trading 1 for 2 or 1 for 3, and it's just not good. And we see another research top deck from Nico, and I assume he's just not going to play it. He's very content with going, I have a person, and I'm going to hit you. And that's how we're going to play this game. Until
I feel like the only thing I would be scared about, like, granted, I know, like, he's thinking that Stefan has nothing, but you are giving him 3 off the Oricorio. Yeah. You let him draw off the Heat Factory, and you have a Luke medal with no frying pan on it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think Nico's just really content with making Stefan get rid of this Persian somehow.
I mean, he's really just a welder away.
Yeah, and he misses again.
Oh. He's a welder away from killing the Luke medal. Like, I like I mean, yes, I get playing conservative, but I feel like that is a 3 prize mon that's easily taken out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really rough. And Stefan's going to thin his deck even further. Hope he hits this welder off this Rachi. And he finally does. At this point,
he's got the great fire crystals, energy retrievals. Like, that Luke medal is dead.
Yeah.
And that's just like...
I don't know. Like,
all the welders are just on top of each other.
Nico had options to go aggressive and try to take bigger prizes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he was like scared to get rid of the Marnie, like, because I mean that can be like a big card, but it's just not.
The question is, he's just gonna get rid of this cat? He's tired. He doesn't want to make him paid. That's true. He's got to get rid of that cat. Because
Yeah.
there goes your welders, there goes all your cards if you leave that Persian.
Yeah, I like Stefan taking the energy too.
Yeah.
Gives him just the opportunity to.
We'll probably see the Marnie now, which will put two welders on the bottom of the deck, which is really good for Nico. Especially because he only took out the Persian.
All right, so this actually ended up working out well.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to power up this Luke Metal completely here.
So have double saucer.
Double saucer. This is a really good turn. And I mean, this Marnie's gonna put half the welders, or more than half. One's in the discard. It's gonna put all the welders, basically. It's gonna have one options into one welder off of this Marnie. And he whips it, obviously. So
he's
Stefan
GXing.
uses a lot.
Okay, so he's GXing.
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna make you have one extra energy. I'm gonna make you find the welder.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is real bad. Nico, and you don't get the option to Oricorio here. You have to draw. You're gonna have the one. Can you afford to just throw more energy in this discard pile and draw?
Yeah. No, I think that was actually really smart playing on Nico's end. I like how he.
Yeah. We see Nico plays so conservative. He's like, play it slow. A lot of people was like, I need to take prizes. He's like, no, dude, I'm gonna attack you, get rid of your energy. I'll take the prizes when I'll make you dig to win this game, and if you can do it, cool. If not, now I'm in control. I think we're gonna see the switch into the Rachi. And see if we can draw into that one welder that's not on the bottom of my deck. Stefan's really thinking about this. He's like, alright. And he's not. He opts to not even go for the welder. He's like, if I let him take the Bucephalon here, I can draw through cards with the Oricorio.
I like his friend ball in his deck because
the friend ball's so good. Yeah, you got the Jirachi, the Denes.
Free charge for your deck. That's actually really cute. I like it.
Yeah, it's been coming super clutch. We see the prize taken. Now a lot of things are open. He'll draw cards off the Oricorio.
There's the other welder.
And he hits the welder. And so now he's got
6
enough. I don't think there's any energy in deck, though.
If there's none in deck, I actually think he's short 1.
Yeah, I don't think there's any in deck.
He's grabbing 8. He'll have 6 in hand.
He's got to put 2 down. So these 2 will go down.
300. He needs 7 energies right now.
Yeah, we'll see what he draws off this welder.
Yeah.
He hits another welder, so his deck's getting real thin because he hit the welder off of that was at the bottom of the deck.
He has exactly 7 right now, so he actually can. But then he's leaving himself with no options to grab stuff or grab more energy out of his card.
Yeah. I think he only has 3 cards left in deck, to be honest.
Looks like he's got 7. He has 7 in deck.
Oh, yeah, never mind. You're right.
So we can see Stefan's deck count.
Yeah, we can see Stefan's deck count. So he only has 7 cards left in deck. And, I mean, you have to take the knockout here. You don't have a choice. The Lucky Egg. I don't even know if... Yeah. I don't know if you want that to draw more cards.
I think the game will end before you deck out at this point.
Yeah.
He's leaving himself with no retrieval options.
True.
So the Lucky Egg makes sense.
It's Does Nico even have an answer? I don't think Nico does.
I think he saucered, didn't he? Saucered onto the Zacian, right?
I don't know.
I think he double saucered the Zacian, to be honest.
Did he?
Can't see it yet.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see the skateboard come down. And this is, I mean, Nico's got to dig. He knows.
I mean, Dedene's a good way to dig.
Yeah, this baby.
Okay, pan's actually pretty big.
Turn.
He needed that piece.
Like this baby blind cannot survive. He has to get 3 energies on this station, or this game's over. He's just getting all the cards. Does he want to put the station down? No. We'll get a bike.
Yeah, he is digging.
Yeah. Playing all his options before he detonates. Yeah. But
I'm sure he had a starring role in the movie Holes, because he is digging right now.
Yes. I don't know if he's gonna be able to come up with this energy. This Dedenne is gonna be big. He's really debating on this bike very hard. I wish we could see what the two cards.
I know. I wish we could see the options.
Because he is not sure at all. He switched 4 times now. The opposite to the other bike. I didn't see what it was. But,
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bike makes sense because oh no, he needs the switch.
Does he? He has a skateboard. Yeah.
Because that Absol, how is he retreating the?
Yeah, that's true. He does need the switch. Maybe he's decided he's gonna. Oh, he got the switch this time. But now he's like, he can't saucer. Oh, this is all bad.
Yep.
That thing. He had to take the switch off the other bike, but he can't Dedenne because he can't get rid of that switch. Because if he gets off that switch, he can't saucer. Oh, that's all bad. And now,
he already went through all his saucers.
Oh, did he? Okay.
There's 4 card, yeah.
Yeah, I think he just didn't have any options there. He didn't want to put the Dedenne down because that's just game.
Yeah.
Stefan's gonna be probably content with just taking the strategy out, and then next turn he could GX for game. Because there's really no option for Nico to take 4 prizes next turn.
Mm-mm. And that just goes back to what we were saying. Is no matter how good of a spot Nico's in, this is just insane. How much of an uphill it actually is.
Yep, that one turn where he just hits that big Luke Metal knockout. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. Even without the weakness, being able to just blow out damage like it's nothing.
Yeah, the damage is crazy. It's 300 damage. Easy peasy. The fire decks just have so many options with Flint and energy retrieval and fire crystal. It's always got it, boys. But Stefan, even though he's in such a good position, you see, he still takes all the steps. He's like, all right, I'm gonna Stellar Wish. I'm gonna make sure I do this. I know I'm winning, but I'm not gonna play into any loss somehow. I'm gonna go through all my options. And that station has 3 energies on it. So I don't know what the problem was last turn.
Yeah, I was thinking he double saucered, but he didn't saucer to that Luke Metal when he did the GX attack.
Yeah.
He saucered to the Zacian.
I wonder if he was just digging for a stamp. And if he didn't get the stamp, he didn't want to give up the 2 prizes to lose.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see the GX for game again.
Yeah.
And
There goes. Stefan
there,
moves on.
yep,
Yeah.
Stefan moves on, and he'll face the winner of Rahul and Isaiah in the next
Yeah.
round.
As they make this run,
Yeah.
that's what we're. That's what I'm hoping on.
Right? I mean, Raul was on fire in the winners bracket. He's taking out all the limitless guys. He took out Nico. He took out Philip. And then he hits Pedro. And he should have won that matchup, but he just misplayed. He didn't realize he had game, and so now he's heading down into the losers bracket. He might be a little tilted. And Isaiah's on his high horse. Isaiah's on a run. He has all the momentum. He just took out Tord. Like, a lot of people watching this, and a lot of people that seen this bracket was like, Tord's the favorite to win this. I mean,
Yeah.
he's always the favorite.
You just can never not
Yeah.
consider him or not make him a favorite because he's just such a powerhouse in this game. It has been for so long.
And Isaiah's like, I got this, bro. So I took out the big dog. I know Isaiah and Rahul are really good friends, so this should be a fun matchup. We have the Mio 3 Welder, which a lot of people have put on the back burner. And we have Pigrom, which a lot of people have put on the back burner. And both of these guys are playing very well in this tournament.
Yeah.
And
both decks that have been around for a while, both of them have always been good. But,
Yep.
like, all these, like, V cards come out, people think, like, oh, we got to play those because this is, like, Pokemon's making these the good ones, like, blah, blah, blah. And, like, no, they're still chilling. Like,
yeah, they're chilling. And Isaiah gets the Coco V Star, which is like so ideal. It has free retreat. It just gives you so many options. It has a draw like attack, and you're just chilling. You're like, okay, I'll set up my board. I can Coco Prism and have no problem getting out of it. Rahul's got a lot of options in his hand as well. He can Dedenne multiple times. He'll be able to dig for this welder. I think Isaiah's obviously turn 2 full blitz and go from there. Rahul wants to try to take out this Pigrom as soon as possible. Stop this full blitz. I don't think he plays a Mew on the rule side, so I think the tag.
okay, so then he's got the ability to tag Bolt.
Yeah, that tag Bolt I think is super free, which I mean it sounds free, but putting 6 energies onto a Pigrom.
Yeah, I mean it's still like a lot, but I mean you get the focus off. You hope you don't die.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. It's risky.
Mew 3 has so many attackers that just blow you up.
Exactly. It's like, can I ever afford to end a turn and put 6 energies on Pigrom? I don't know.
Yeah, rough.
Yeah. But
I mean, ditching those 2 E-powers that early too, that could actually end up being
the
pretty
numbers,
important that game.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think Earl's got to make a few decisions here. He has access to a lot of cards right now.
Yeah, Rahul's got a really good hand right now.
Yeah.
Like getting the mons he needs in the discard pile.
Yeah, he can get almost everything in his hand, draw it, or Dedenne it all the way.
So he can set up like he has his pick of GX cards right now, just like I'll set up, Turbo Strike, that's pretty good.
Perfect.
I'll set up Charizard or whatever.
Yep. It's got a lot. I don't know. I mean, other than having a research in hand, also this hand doesn't get much better.
No.
Oh, and we do have the access to Tag Purge.
Tag Purge, yeah.
Which, I mean, he has Coco V, so it's not completely locked. But we definitely won't see.
Oh, geez, he's got the Dedenne. He has.
Yeah.
That was a very, very good starting hand.
Muck, he's got a lot in his hand too.
getting a psychic attached manually and everything.
But he misses the stadium. Doesn't hit the hearth, so we won't see a welder. He's gonna attach the one psychic, and he might.
Say clear vision might come out here because, like you said, he doesn't play the Mew.
Yeah, so yeah, he just clear visions.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's like, yeah, none of that, boy. We won't see the tag bolt this game. Let's see. Isaiah is one of those players who really takes his time, and with the tournament with no time limit,
you're good.
He's good. He's like, I can think out exactly what I want to do every turn, and
like luckily Rahul looks like he's got that water bottle because
yeah, he's gonna need it. He's chilled. Yeah. In the past match, both him and if you just watching him play Tord was like, it was almost like a mirror. They both take their sweet time on making the right decisions. It was like, it was crazy to watch two people that are like Tord, who's has all these accolades, won so many events, and then you have this 15-year-old kid that this is his first time in Masters, who's just playing so well, and you're like, oh, they almost look identical. They're so particular on what cards they need to play at what time. It was a crazy matchup.
It'd be really cool, like, to hear what's going through their head, like why it's taking them so long, all the different options that they go through.
That's nutty.
It would be crazy because I know they'd probably come up with like 4 times what would go through my head.
Right. That's like a lot of times when I'm watching, I'm like, I would have just researched, take the knockout here, and and they're like, nah, dude, we're chilling. We're just gonna hit them for 50 here, and we'll get that. We'll figure it out later, And you're like, oh, all right. This is why I'm behind. I'm behind the camera over here now, and you guys.
Are, exactly. This is why I don't even play this game anymore. I can't even remember. You can only play one supporter in turn.
Yeah. We'll see the Coco Prism come down. And does he have? He doesn't have. He hasn't done it. He's got to done it. For the stadium and energy, he needs a switch card. He's got the switch card and the energy, so he's fine. He's fine. He'll be able to get the full blitz here. And it puts Rahul on the back foot. He doesn't have the hearth. He doesn't have access to this fire energy.
Or the Raichu.
He's going right on the Kobe. He doesn't want to get tag purged.
Yeah.
And we'll see this Jirachi come back, and he's really got to hit this hearth, and he does. Okay, so
he's right back in the game.
Yeah, he's right back in it. He's fine. I mean, he doesn't really have the best option to welder to. He's got to go onto this view that already has damage on it, which sucks. But usually when he gets about 3 energies on this view, 3-4 energies on this view means big knockouts, boys.
Yeah, it's bulky.
He doesn't have many options in his discard, but he found that he has the Mega Lot Bunny here as this card, which I think will be just enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Goodbye. So we're gonna see probably a 3-prize trade here.
Yeah, jumping balloon, and then the Coco.
Yeah, the Coco will come up, take this knockout. But Roll's hand is really good. As long as this hearth sticks. He's got the welder in hand. He's got the Mew 3. Isaiah's just got to get rid of all his researches off that. But he's okay with that. You see the big charm come down. He's trying to decide where he wants to put it. 200 damage. I mean, the Coco is so good because it's a big threat that only gives up 2 prizes in this real like 3 prize trading game.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the Rachi off. I mean, he's got the switches.
Yep, and he's got the stamp.
Stamp, yeah, the stamp.
It's so good. The stamp, and Rahul sees that. You can tell. He's not happy. He's like, what the heck, man? No. But he hits the welder, but he doesn't have anything.
I mean,
we'll probably see.
Rachi comes up, probably wants like a quick ball or a cherish ball.
Yeah, I think he wants the psychic energy off this welder because he has the baby blends.
Yeah.
It's only 120 damage though. I don't know what the. Oh, he top decks the Mew. He's a god. He's a god. He's a god. Let's see how. Oh, Isaiah, you can see Isaiah's face. Sure, boy. I bet you got the welder Mew off the 3. Perfect. And the Dedenne. So we'll see if he can just hit the catchers, but he doesn't have any catchers, which make this a little awkward for Rahul because he's putting a 3 prizer up.
He's putting a 3 prizer up, but all the Electro powers are like pretty much gone.
Are they?
Yeah, he burned the 2, then he had to burn another one. I think he's got 1 left.
He only has 1, which will.
So I don't know. Raichu, I don't think it's hitting hard enough.
Yeah. But his hand's pretty trash. After this turn, let's see. Does he hit a switch? He's got the catcher.
Catcher
enough? No, stamp. He's gonna stamp him to 3. He gets the Volkner and the energy, and he just opts into.
He goes for the baby step 1.
Yeah, which is.
Probably spreads some
he
damage.
has the catcher. He has the catcher for Gabe next turn. Yeah, and he forces. Isaiah to have a catcher to do anything. Oh, he takes the knockout on
that. Which also makes sense because now all the Dedennes are just a Venom shot away.
And he can't retreat and dig. That's a very smart move because if that 3 guy has nothing, that 3 card hand, he can't go straight into the Rachi and dig for something.
He's good.
And he's jamming, dude. He's jamming.
He knows that was the right play.
He's like,
he's excited.
I took that guy out. We're looking good. He can take this Bucephalon, but that's just not enough because this Mew 3 does a lot of damage.
Where's the Volkner?
He's gonna go for the Great Catcher here.
RB.
He's gonna probably just paralyze this Mew
and
3
hope he gets
gets stuck.
Yeah.
And at this point, he is stuck. He doesn't have an out to this paralyze.
No.
Which is actually going to be really bad for Rahul. And I think he just realized that. He's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He goes, oh, maybe my drum set shouldn't have come out yet.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Because without this switch card, this game's over. And he does not hit it. Gets the Macargo. Puts it. Gets the Hearth. He's gonna attach. And what, just pass? Oh, he's gonna Great Catcher. Make him have a switch. What? He does. And we'll probably see him.
Hand.
Does he have it? Yeah. Yes, he does, dude. Obviously. And we'll see. That's a very close matchup. It's crazy.
That was a good match. This is a matchup that I very interesting because it can definitely go either way.
Yeah, it swings back and forth, and Rahul knows that it came down to if he had the switch, and off that 1 card he had the switch.
For 1 card. Yeah, Isaiah's sitting there like,
Good try, Brett. Got him.
He should probably rent Rahul's drum set.
Yeah, he probably should.
No, I really like seeing their reactions because, like,
yeah,
you know, at like a normal, like, you know, a regional, you're not gonna sit there and like go crazy. I mean,
exactly.
you can. You're not gonna like really pop off. They can pop off freely right now.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And that's exciting.
Rahul starts the Latios in this game. We have the 0R start. I wonder if we'll see the clear vision again. I don't know.
I mean, Isaiah has a good hand though.
Yeah, he has the magnetic radar, which is good enough. Yeah. You can put the or you can put the energy in the discard. Give him options for the turn one.
Yeah, he's got a turn one.
Yeah,
for sure.
When we see the magnetic radar coming down, I would assume a Picoram and a Dedenne is going to come from this. But it's going to probably take a minute to look over his deck.
Electric Energy Labs, yeah.
Yeah. He top decks that energy, which is really good.
Like, just one step closer, because now he needs just Coco, Thunder Mountain.
You can see he's writing down all his prizes. I'm pretty sure he wrote one down already.
Yeah.
Yep. He's writing down all his prizes.
He needs more than just Coco Thunder Mountain.
I think all he needs is Coco Thunder Mountain switch.
Yeah, Coco Thunder Mountain and a switch would do it.
Yeah. He has a Thunder Mountain and the Coco deck. He has a.
Looks like.
It's very smart. I think there's not many players that were doing it throughout. I mean, that are on cam that you see.
Yeah.
That.
No, I love Isaiah's doing this because again, there's no time.
Exactly. Like, he has all the time in the world.
Take count of everything. Rahul's gonna be okay. He's got water. Like he's going to survive.
Yep. It's just
You're not putting anyone in danger, and like. You're good. We're in quarantine anyway. It's not like you can go anywhere.
He's chilling. He's chilling. And he knows, like, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what I have access to. And
he just misses the Coco.
He did miss the Coco.
He gets 2 out of the 3 pieces.
And that's really rough for him. He's probably going to just pass. You don't really want to show roll that you missed. That you have cards in hand, like you just want to chill.
You probably just stay like where you're at.
You know, you can't do nothing. You're like, all right, next turn, we got this. But I don't know if that next turn will be too late. With this matchup, it swings so quickly. But these 2 prizers make a big difference, you know.
Mm-hmm. You also got to think though, if he gets the what's it called off the full blitz, even there. Yeah. Rahul just has to dump that Charizard and blow you up for 300. It's already in there.
Yeah.
He's gotten access to get 4 energy on there pretty easy.
Yeah.
But so that could just put you behind.
Yeah, it'll put you behind, but you could set up another attacker. Right now, if Rahul goes Welder onto this Mew 3, hits the catcher, this game's over, boy.
It doesn't even matter.
This Fikaram's not going to survive.
At this point, it's looking like we're going to have a game 3.
Yeah, because that's
I just don't see, like, being this, like, ahead and as oppressive and, like, offensive that...
Yeah, we have the switch. Yeah, and I think...
That great catcher.
Yeah, when the great catcher comes down, you'll see Isaiah. They're like, oh, cool story, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's going to take the little note that he wrote and go on to the next page.
Yes. He's like, missing that Coco's really big. Yep. He's like, cool. Yeah. And Rahul will take the 300. Oh, just a Flare Blitz. That's what it's called, Flare Blitz.
Like Flare Blitz GX or whatever.
Yeah. And now
The nice
he's
thing,
in.
you do not take any damage.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. He's in real big trouble now. I don't know what his odds are. I mean, he's kind of in the same spot. He's just down in energy, but now he's down 3 prizes. He
Down 3 prizes, like yeah, you can stamp him to 3, but there's already 4 energy on the Mewtwo.
Yeah,
Like,
and what are you gonna do? He has more cargo in the discard. You can't. You can't. All he has to do is attach an energy, and he knocks out the other Pikarom, and this game's over.
doesn't even have to touch an energy, does he?
No, he
Or is
doesn't.
it?
No,
Yeah, it's fire energy.
yeah, he
That's
doesn't
a
have to attach an energy. So like, you can't even
No.
put that Pikarom in the active without taking the big knockout, which would take a lot of electro powers here at this point.
I was like, what? Yeah. 180. If he has all 4 electro powers, he's there.
I mean, you could GX for 200 and only have 3, but
Yeah, and please.
then you give up your tag bolt. But I think that might be his only out. He's got to go for that, I think.
Yeah.
Or start attacking with these 2 prizers.
Well, you still would need what, 3 electro powers with your GX?
Yeah, and he decides to do nothing.
He's just like,
He decides to do absolutely nothing and pass. I want to feel like that was just a concession at that point.
I think that's how you concede when there's no time limit.
Yeah, I think so too. Because he just, unless that was an accident. I don't think that was an accident though. I mean, he definitely could have detonated. He could have. He has cards. He could have stamped him to 3.
There was just there was definitely plays he had, and I think you're right. I think that's just like the concession, but it's like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna let you take these 6 prize cards.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. Good plays, dude. This Mew3 is huge. He's like, I can never knock it out.
77 attackers in his discard pile.
I don't even know what this muck does. I'm gonna take this time to actually study your deck. Is this what he's doing? Because if he's doing this, he's a genius. He's like, I'm not gonna concede. I'm gonna look through this guy's discard, see all his attackers.
I want to know every option you have. Yeah, honestly, that's probably it. With how, like we were talking about, with how methodical like Isaiah plays.
It's insane. Or we're overthinking it and he just like misclicked or something.
He's probably just like, whoops, that was a mistake.
Yeah. But he's gonna get the Coke prism. He's like, what am I doing? He's like thinking. He'll be able to go first next turn at least. And
yeah. I mean, I'll give it to him because like I'm really quick to be like, yep, I lost, I'm out.
Yeah, 100%. I'm done. I don't know. Part of me feels like he's really thinking about how he's gonna win this game still, or he's thinking about game 2 or game 3. It's like, all right, what do I do in game 3 that's different?
I'm wondering if, like, another thing he could be doing, he's like, I'm going to play out these different, like, possibilities and plays that I can make, see how Rahul reacts to it, so that I can think about his reaction and around that.
This might be super smart, because he gets Rahul down to 1, and now he's going to paralyze him. And with the paralyze, he could just steal this game. Because Rahul just doesn't have anything after this Mew.
How else is set up? I mean, he's a psychic energy away from that Latios hitting, but he's got to have a full board.
Yeah. This is actually puts Rahul in a rough position.
He comes back to
This should be insane.
He deserves a tournament.
Because that was like the biggest brain play. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna give him 5. I'm gonna stamp him when he only has 1, and then I'm gonna paralyze him.
I'm sitting here like just thinking about how he's just like
giving up. And no, we're like, no, he has a plan.
This is awesome. But again, this is why they're sitting here playing, and I'm sitting here staring at a computer screen watching him play.
And roll top next to Cherish Ball for the Dendene. Obviously. Obviously. And all he has to do is hit the switch, and he's got it.
You got it.
So, we will see a game 3. But that was such a smart play. If he misses the Cherish Ball there, the games might have been over. He might have stole that. That vision of play is next level. That there's no way I ever think that, you know what, I have all these cards, I could play this out, or I could just let him take 5, stamp him to 1, and then paralyze him and go, let's see if you can get out of this.
Pull it out, yeah.
It's such a crazy mindset.
That just shows too. I mean, like, Isaiah being as young as he is, he has a very big future in this game. Like, he is going to be. He's going to be something to deal with. Right?
That's actually a monster play. Like,
yeah,
we're over here like, he must have conceded. Like, why would you do nothing? He's like, nah, bro. I'll watch this. If he would have pulled it off, which, I mean, he's so close. And we said Rahul's popping off.
He has a very good hand. Like, he is. He's coming out
for position. But Isaiah gets to go first, so he'll be able to have 2 turns. He'll have 2 turns to do his thing, because
honestly, Isaiah's hand is really strong too, though. Because I mean, he's setting himself up to really just get.
I have to get a Dene. It matters how much he wants to overcommit on this first turn.
Yeah.
And he's going to write down all his prices again.
Yeah, I feel like you get the peak ROM down with an energy on it. Because I don't think...
And you see Rahul's thinking things out too. He's like,
yeah,
I'll do this. Well,
I think there's a Pokemon in Rahul's deck that can one-shot that peak ROM next turn.
For 3 energies? No. Oh, so the peak ROM's going to survive. It just... What is Rahul? Rahul's got a fucking... His hand's perfect. He's got the hearth, he's got the welder, he's got the energy, he's got the cherish, and the Dene. So let's keep playing this. So we're going to really see both of these decks at full power right here.
This is going to be a really good match. Because we'll see the potential of both of them. It's not like someone just dead drew or somebody.
Exactly. It's almost... It's it's really good to watch matches where people have good starting hands.
It's healthy too, because when you watch a lot of games and people are just dead drawing, it's not entertaining. It doesn't make the game actually interesting. You're able to see what should be happening between this matchup.
Exactly. We're gonna see a fight. They're gonna fight each other here.
Oh, he stamps him. He stamps him
into trash.
Actually, still not bad.
I mean,
he getting grabbed.
Yeah, he's the Dene, but he's missing the welder. Yeah, even when he's like, "What is this? What is this?"
Turn 1.
Yeah, that is nutty. That's
oh my goodness.
We were just talking about great hits, and now we're like, oh no.
And
let's hope this Dene can get really good hit. Because if not, we're gonna see. We can see just him getting ran over. Because this, again, Isaiah going first, giving him 2 opportunities to get a full blitz. Make sure his board is set up exactly how he wants.
I would love to sit and hear Isaiah's thought process, because you see him talking stuff out and thinking, and there's probably so many things going through his head that are
Dude, he kind of looks in pain. He's
yeah, it looks that would grow anybody's game though. If I was just there and could hear everything he was thinking, I would leave his house a better player.
Right? He's and to put that Dene up is very he has to think that this Jirachi is so important going into the second turn that I'm willing to give up 2 prizes to keep this Jirachi alive. Which is most players would not. They're yeah.
He gets the welder off this Stellar Wish. Rahul's right back in a good spot.
And he does! Like a monster.
We still get to see a good game.
Yes. And it's almost even better now, because a lot of his attackers are in the discard already off that Dene.
I think it just loaded up more options for Rahul.
Yeah. We might see the Muck come into play, man. Probably not, but maybe.
I that card started showing up in these decks right when I was kind of getting out of playing.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see why.
Originally it's for goons. Goons can't get over the poison. But its GX tech is very good. It's kind of what Isaiah did last turn, where you could paralyze poison someone for 300 damage and be like, you got it out.
150 for poison instead of
Yeah, it's like 150 between turns, and if you don't have the switch on that one turn after a stamp, you're going down.
Everything. Well, I guess not everything because you have these VMAX cards now, but like
a large amount.
95% of cards are dead.
So he has the switch. He has the hearth. He's just really thinking about what is the best option here. Do I take this 2-prizer? I don't. He doesn't have access to the peak round, so I think he just takes the 2-prizer here, and then he'll take a full blitz, and then he'll take the 3-prizer, which really sounds. I mean, Rahul's in his own world right now. He is jammed out to some type of music.
He's got something bumping.
Yeah.
Like, I would go to Isaiah's house to learn to be better at the game. I would go to Rahul's to be better at the game and party.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's partying for sure. And Rahul just passes. He decides that he doesn't want to take the 2 prizes. Right? Or did he not have a Charizard in his discard pile? I don't know. Maybe he didn't.
He doesn't have the Charizard GX. He has the tag team.
The tag team would have took the Dene, though, right? Or no, he didn't have access. He can't get 4 energies. What am I talking about?
So he's like, the best thing he could have done is what? Turbo Strike or like.
120, yeah. So,
which isn't even worth it because then you're just leaving that 3 prizes up there. So that makes sense.
Yeah, you make Isaiah have the catcher.
I like the fact he's driving through the school zone right now.
Yeah.
Like he's going full force, but like he's like, all right, wait, these school zone tickets suck. I gotta slow down a little.
And he's got both. He's got 2 Jirachis, so he's chilling. He's like, you can have this one.
Take one. That 1 prize doesn't really change much.
Yeah, and Isaiah knows like if he just full blitz this Jirachi, he's in trouble because that Charizard is 1 welder away from doing 300.
Yeah.
And ruining the day.
Kind of brings me back to like we were talking about how like Rahul doesn't play the Mew.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that he doesn't, because you kind of want them. Like, go ahead, put 6 energies on that peak round.
Yeah.
Please.
Because
I like that there's no Mew, and like this deck is already so tight because like you need a million cards in it.
Yeah, I mean, not playing the Mew, if you fall behind, you're in trouble. But if you keep pace, there's no way that a tag bolt can come out.
Yeah.
I mean, a tag bolt could come out next turn. Because
True.
Isaiah did not get what he needed to get this tag bolt, or to get this full blitz turn 2, which is very rough. And all he could do is pass, and now the Coco V's in the active. And Rules has access to 3 energy again, but
because he definitely, I mean, he could. You're right. He could actually get a tag ball this next turn, like theoretically.
Yep, he could tag ball next turn. Right, if 1, 2.
With the electro powers too, if he takes 5 prizes, this man is wild.
Oh, I think he's 1 energy off from getting the tag bolt next turn.
Well, he has the energy switch. He could attach for turn to 3. He needs a Thunder Mount. He needs a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's losing some of the pieces there.
Stamps him into not a bad hand. He gets the Prism.
Actually,
he has a Volkner.
He might have stamped him into full blitz.
Or a tag bolt. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, but he's gonna not survive, so it does not matter.
Yeah, never mind.
Never mind. I did.
This has been a lot of commentating of like, man, this is really cool. Oh, never mind.
Never mind. We don't know what we're talking about. Oh, this is gonna put Isaiah in such a bad position again. But again, you never can count Isaiah out. He has plans that none of us know.
Like, never say anything like, oh, he's just doing this. Everything he's doing is so thought out.
Yeah.
that everything he's doing is important.
But he does go down 3 prizes. He loses all his energy. He doesn't.
And I still have faith.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what his outs are. The paralyze is going to be huge. Stamp paralyze has been something he went to last game that could have won him the game. And I think he's going to have to go for that again because he doesn't have any other options. Like, he can't just fight this Mew. He doesn't have, unless he just hits so many electro powers that he's cool, but that he needs all his electro powers for that to be an option.
Mm-hmm. And then it's scary too, because you're leaving that. I don't know, because that Victini comes into play. Because Pikarom is so big on a lot of energy on a Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you're only giving up 2 prizes off it. There's a lot of options that Rahul has right now.
Yeah.
But again, I refuse to ever say that Isaiah is not in it because he's a lot smarter than I am.
True. I don't know. He could go. He needs 3 electro powers with the Coco V, which wouldn't be a bad play. Ideally, I think that might be the play you want to go. But yeah, that might be the ideal play you want to go is get 3 electro powers and take the knockout with the 200 attack with the Coco V. Yeah. You don't give up the 3 prizes. But you definitely want to hit the stamp. You want to hit the stamp here. Yeah. Which he used the stamp on turn 1, so I think he only has access to 1 more stamp.
He just needs a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I think he's got to take the radar here, in my opinion. The radar is gonna help him dig, but he's gonna really think out every possible thing he could do. So, and he opts to just take another Volkner. Let's see what he decides to do. So he's gonna Volkner. He has a stamp. He's just gonna go with the stamp paralyze. I think that's.
Which I don't hate that play at all. Yeah. I think that's.
Doesn't he need 3 energy?
He has the energy switch.
Oh yeah, his energy switch. Yes.
Yeah, he's got the energy switch.
So he's gonna go stamp, paralyze, and pray. Stamp, paralyze, and pray, which didn't work out for him last time, and it was even a better stamp. So we'll see if it works out this time. And it looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's real good. That is an absolutely atrocious hand that Rahul drew into.
Correct. Let's see what he top decks. And he top decks the switch. Obviously, wow. Boys. And you can see Rahul just ooh, I did it. But he's got to get another switch too. So
he doesn't have the Macargo this card.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. I don't know if he has another option to knock this out.
Yeah, but no matter what, he needs to switch. He gets a welder. He'll be able to welder onto the Victini V, I believe he'll go for. He takes the Hearth, welder onto the Victini V. He doesn't have many options in here now.
No.
230 is not enough. The Macargo's in hand, obviously.
He can get the Macargo on the discard, but he has no way of getting this Rachi out.
Yeah, he doesn't have a switch card.
With that Volkner that Isaiah
got to get the Great Catcher next turn. Yeah. And take out this.
He can take that Mewtwo.
So he survives. He barely survives this time, but dang, Rahul being 1 switch away from winning this game. These stamps, man. These stamps and top decks have been crazy. Mm-hmm. And Rahul gets the Dedenne for next turn. Wants to make sure he has all the drawing options here.
I still like the way Rahul's playing this because that Victini, like I said, that thing it's going to hit hard. That's 7 energies now. It's hitting for what,
140? Yeah. 40? Is it 20 times? I think it is. I don't know actually. I'm not 100% on that.
Either 20 or 30.
It's 30 times. That's a monster.
30. That boy's hitting hard.
Yeah, that'd be 210.
is what 7,210
Yeah,
with that welder and hearth.
that's enough, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it
So that'd be 270. If you can get 2 more energies on it, it's 270.
is it 30?
Oh, I thought you looked.
Oh, I didn't
You're,
look. I didn't look. I said if it is 30, we're
I'm
talking huge.
pretty sure it's 20, but when you said 30, I was like, that's the best card in the world. It's 30. It's the best card ever.
Okay, so
It's 30.
yeah, Rahul's looking like in a really good position then.
Mm-hmm. He's playing Candy Crush on his phone real quick. But
Isaiah's really trying to figure out what his best play is here. He has the Volkner. He has a Pokemon catcher in hand. He could hit a heads on it. I mean, obviously there's no way he could just attack into this Jirachi. He has to bring this up. But there's 2 big threats, and those threats are not something he wants to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I think you still kill the Mewtwo. Because, like, the Mewtwo is guaranteed to get it. He still
has to have stuff, you know?
Yeah, he has to have stuff for the Victini to take a knockout.
Right. It looks like he's going to opt for this quick ball. I mean, there's a lot of energy on the board. How many energy does Rahul even have left in deck? Does his Hearth even get him more energy? I don't know. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
I don't know how
4,
many
5, 6, 7. I mean, he's already got 8. I don't know his counts. But I'm sure Isaiah knows it. He's like, alright. I don't think he has that energy. Yeah, he's counting up the energy right now. Yep. There's none in the discard. And there's, 8 on board? 8 on board? Yeah. 9, 1 in the hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's running low.
Yeah. He knows. So he takes the quick ball. See the catcher. There's the heads. I mean,
okay, so that's good. That at least gets rid of 1 threat.
Yeah. He's trying to decide what the biggest threat is. He knows that the Mew's got to go. Because the Makar goes in the discard, and the Makar just wins the game, pretty much. Let's see. He's got 20 cards in his deck. He's chilling. Rahul's trying to calculate.
Yeah, he's running a bunch of numbers through his head right now.
He's like, all right. Let's hope I didn't prize any energy. Let's see.
This is like where we go back to what you're talking about. This methodical, think of every little thing.
It's like, I don't, let me think this out. Like, it's like.
You're like, at this point in my head, I'm like, you already brought the Mewtwo up.
Yeah, you just go and get him.
You only have 1 attacker, right?
But he has a Volkner.
I'm never going to say anything when it comes to what's going on, because he'll find a way to get this Coco V with 14 electric energies on it. And...
Right? So, all right, if he get energy switch. No, that only puts 2 on. Does that? No, it only has 160. I was like, could he attack with that? I don't know. He opts to not play the Volkner, not do anything. Leave himself with options next turn. If this can survive. And at the end of the day, like, Rahul doesn't have another 3 prizer down. Like, Isaiah's got to take out 2. He's got to take out this Victini, and he's got to take out some other Pokemon, or none of us matters. Where Rahul's just got to figure out how to take out this Raichu. Oh!
He goes for the GX.
He's gonna put that onto the bench and make Rahul have the catcher. I like that play.
I like that play a lot.
And the Thunder Mountain was prized too, so he picks up the Thunder Mountain. And the Victini's just not so good anymore. It's not doing
Yeah.
much.
It's not even knocking Coco out.
Yeah. And he just welders the 1 energy, so I'm just gonna assume that he has no energy left in deck.
So I mean that's 180. If he can get another energy on, but I just feel like that's.
Yeah, I don't think there's any energy in deck because he didn't hearth for it. Yeah. Did Rahul put all his eggs in this basket of this Victini? Because that's gonna be rough. Switch into the other Rachi.
I really don't think there's any energy in Rahul's deck.
Me neither, because he didn't hearth for it.
No.
Which, I mean, at the end of the day, putting another energy on that Victini wouldn't have done anything. It's gonna stellar. Does he have a switch? He doesn't. He doesn't have a switch, so that Jirachi's stuck.
Yeah.
Without
there's definitely no energy because he has a great catcher. He would have grabbed it every game. So there's no energy left. He's just gonna have to pass. Rough.
And he has the Vulcaner, which can take out this Victini V. Or
if that Victini goes down, I mean, I don't know.
How much HP does Victini have? I think 200, right? I want to say it's exactly 200.
Yeah, that's 190.
Oh, well, Victini's done zone.
Yeah.
Because he has the Vulcaner, he has the Thunder Mount and energy in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this game's over. I think Isaiah's gonna steal this somehow.
I think Isaiah is going to steal this. I would really like to know how his years at like Hogwarts was. Because the like wizardry and stuff that he's got going on with these cards.
It just sucks. Rahul just didn't have a second option. He has 3 Detenes on board. He didn't have the 2 Mews. He had to commit all his energy to this Victini V, which was very unfortunate. Like, the game changes. It's over if that Victini V is a Mew. Like, he just wins. But with only having the one option of attacking for 180 with this Victini, it's just not good. It's very unfortunate.
You're not even taking 2 prizes.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. But again, Isaiah's gonna really think this out. I'm not 100% sure he has a catcher in his deck still.
If he does, I mean, he still has to get the heads.
Yeah. All right, unless he has a great catcher. I think he has a great catcher. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, the great catcher. Oh, I guess
he doesn't get it. Yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't work. Yeah, I mean, he can grab a Dedenne, but I mean, at that point, I think you just kill the Rachi. I don't even think you waste it.
You're fine. So I guess he is.
I don't hate the switch into Rachi at all because that just more.
Yeah.
More resources. Just build that lead. Like, you kind of took it and turned it around. At this point, you might as well just. Oh, that's for your treat. Never mind.
Yeah.
Again, I'm commentating, not playing. So.
So he grabs the switch. He has everything. I think both players have used their stamps. We'll probably see the catcher play, and he decides to go really conservative and make this Raichu even more impossible to knock out.
Even harder, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I mean, Isaiah's got to know there's no energy in deck.
Yeah, because
he has to.
He didn't hearth. So.
Yeah, exactly. Rahul's shaking his head. I think this is pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty much over because he's able to attack with only 2 energies. And he put the. Oh, it's such big brain plays because I mean, ideally, if somehow Rahul finds an energy, he could have knocked out that Raichu, but again, Isaiah taking his time, thinking out every possible play that could have happened, just gets the big charm and goes, "You can't knock me out. There's no way." He's like,
"Yeah,
my big dumb head would have went, give me that catcher. Let's see if I can win right here." And
I think that's the Vegas in us.
Yes, probably.
Like, everything's just like, let's gamble, let's do this.
And I would have flipped tails, and He would have went great catcher, knocked that out, and I would have went. How did I lose? Insane.
Man, and it was looking so good. It looked like Rahul had it like locked down, but it's just that Victini needed to be a Mew3.
And whatever Rahul wanted to get off that draw, he did not get. He did not get.
I'd really like to know like what he wanted.
Yeah.
Or what he was looking for. Yeah, I mean, even then, I would say, I mean, you could great catcher the Raichu and like just limit its damage output. That's probably the best thing. But then, I mean, Isaiah has the answer in his hand, but
yeah, and Whirls use both his stands.
Yeah.
There's no outs here. Whirls in a really bad spot after taking 3 prizes off the peak
Like
around so early.
Yeah, real early taking the lead, looking real strong, looking good.
Yep.
Isaiah taking like that situation that I said I don't want to be in and making it look like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good. And Rolls just that's his pass.
Yeah.
And he forces the Fion play and makes him bring it up, boy.
Hits him with the woo! That was close.
and Roll just hits him with the GG well played. Same to you. Very nice. A little different banter from these two than we had from Grant and Pedro, where it was more like, bro, come on, like your deck's better than, or it has a better win condition. Why you complaining?
Yeah. Pedro and Grant, it was a little more like talking mess, but this one was like really good. That was a really good set. Like that was back and forth. Both players played really, really well.
Yeah,
I'm so convinced that Isaiah went to Hogwarts. So like that is my fans for this tournament right now.
That's crazy.
I need him to come back.
And I mean, he's making the Cinderella story come true here. He took out Philip. He took out Robbie. He took out Torn.
And like losers, that brings him beating Rahul. He has to face Baby Blounds.
Yeah, he's facing Baby Blounds. The matchup is not great.
No,
but it brings him in top 4. If he takes out Stefan, then he faces Grant, which is like Dahlstall's not a horrible matchup. He has a lot of catchers.
Dahlstall's vulnerable.
He can win this tournament, which is insane. To go from, I mean, you're in a massive field of 16 of the best players in the world. You're 15 years old, and you I mean, obviously you were dominant in seniors, but this is a new game, and he's like, nah, dude, I can compete. I just took out everyone. Boom, 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 boom.
He's showing it doesn't even matter. He's like, seniors, masters, whatever, I got this. Like,
it's insane.
None of them went to Hogwarts. Nobody else went to Hogwarts.
I don't know. Stefan's been quietly doing very well in this tournament, to be honest.
He actually, I mean, dropping the losers and like coming through and like he's doing
the only thing he's lost to is the Dahlstall, which is a really bad matchup. Yeah.
Like, that's just one of those
I mean, I commentated that matchup, and he won one match, and he was almost winning the second match against Grant, or the third match, was game 3, and he DC'd, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So other than that, he's playing pretty flawlessly. The Baby Blood's damage is just insane.
Yeah, and once that deck gets going, I mean, it's just like, and it like, how do you? I feel like that's really hard to beat if you have decks that are giving up more than one prize.
Right, and like this match right here is really for top 3. Whoever wins this goes in the top 3. They face Grant in losers finals. Whoever wins that is gonna meet Pedro in the finals tomorrow. This tournament's been crazy. You don't see this. You just don't see the best players in the world always playing against each other. And
it's definitely like a really cool
yeah.
Time. Like this isn't a time that like you see all the time. Like like you see a lot of these players do well in regionals and championships and like a lot of in-person tournaments. But this is really just like compiling those players that you see all over and like throwing them into a mosh pit and just letting them like see. You have a wizard, which is like a little unfair, but it's okay. You have a wizard. You have like a bunch of players. I mean, you have Tord. You have all these players that are just so well respected. Like,
yeah. Well,
it's cool to like throw them together.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into this game with Stefan and Isaiah, and Isaiah starts the Coco, not V, Prism Star, which
That's the prism.
is not very happy about. But I don't know, his hand's decent. He'll be able to dig his way into a decent hand. Hopefully, he's got to donate a few resources away that he probably wishes he didn't have to. And I mean, this Absol's gonna do work this game. Like Isaiah relies on Jirachi. Like you've seen in the last game, he was willing to give up the Dedenne. He's like, take this Dedenne. I need this Rachi.
Yeah. The Rachi was crucial to him setting up.
Yeah.
And like, and also like him Dedenneing here, like, yes, another reason that Absol's are so good. He has to ditch a switch. Like,
yeah, has to ditch a switch. Yeah.
Or he grabs a Rachi.
He just grabs it. He decides the Rachi is the play, baby. He lives real. He conservative. He's gonna conserve. Like he's so conservative. He's like, I don't want to overextend. The Rachi's good enough. Hopefully, I draw into some type of supporter off the Stellar Wish, and then I don't have to give up my big charm and my switch and my electro power.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources in his hand that are gonna be pretty big.
Yeah, because like the big charm means one more energy. Stefan needs one more energy, and the switch is the absolute. You need the switches. He needs them.
Mm-hmm.
So
you need them. And like it's crazy because like, we're talking about that takes one more energy, and like it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're already like committing those like 5. You're running like you're just expecting more, which this deck can do it. Like we watched in the last time. I mean, he was able to discard 7 like it was nothing.
Yeah, and I'm not sure Stefan plays the Mew, which could be a big opening for Isaiah to win this matchup. And it's hard not to cheer for the kid because he's on such a run.
On a run, yeah.
Yeah, the momentum behind him is huge. And he gets the Volkner, which sets him up for a really good turn next turn. I mean, Ops is putting energy on this Coco V.
You even see Stefan go, huh?
Yeah, I wonder why. But again, every move that Isaiah makes is calculated, so I'm sure he has a plan on why.
You know, it could be also because like that Coco, if it's in the active next turn.
Oh, true.
That's an issue because there's a good chance that this Jirachi does go down.
Yes, very smart.
So he's probably prepared for that.
I just want to be able to retreat. Yeah. We see the quick ball and yeah, you see Stefan. He's writing down his prizes. You see that with a lot of these people that are advancing. I mean, this far into the tournament, they're making sure they know every single prize, and why not? Again, no time limit. Take all the time in the world. This first search is, I want to know exactly what I have access to, and we're gonna take our time here. He gets the baby Blown. He has Welder. He has Dedenne.
Stefan's in a real good spot.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's got the switch to get that Absol out of the active. Like, he's gonna Dedenne with.
He's got the energy. He's fine. I don't think he wants to Dedenne now because of that Welder.
I know. You're getting rid of a lot of resources. I mean, you could put the Lucky Egg on the Clown.
I think you just.
I don't think you Dedenne. I think you
ditch the Dedenne here.
Yep. You keep the Welder, Fiery Flint.
Unless you feel like you can get this.
You need the switch.
Pal pad. If you can feel the pal pad here, we'll decide what he thinks is more worth. The Welder or the Welder's useless without energy, you know. So
yeah,
it's like he's gonna get 4 energies. He's gotta. And he gets rid of the Welder. He decides he can get this pal pad. He's like, oh, I'll draw into the pal pad.
But also, like, this just, yeah. So he takes a knockout here. He has a deny for next turn. He's got.
But
now this energy that was attached that we were questioning makes complete sense.
Yeah. I mean, he can go.
If he finds
Isaiah can take a big lead here if he can get this full blitz right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, he's gonna have a baby blunt, but he's gonna have this Absol stuck in the active. He's gonna have discarding 2 more energies, so he's gonna have to find the switch, a welder, and ways to get energy back to hit these high numbers that these tag team Pokemon have. So, but it comes down, can Isaiah get this full blitz? What path is he gonna take for this full blitz here? He doesn't need the Electropower. He doesn't care about the catchers in this matchup. He knows that everything is a one prizer, and I'll kill whatever's in front of me. The big charm makes it more difficult, and yeah, he's just
got the Thunder Mountain.
He's just a switch away.
Yeah.
He's got the Zero Aura, which is gonna get that free retreat. But he did not hit the switch. So he's probably gonna have to Dedenne again, or play very conservative and give up the Dedenne, which I don't think he really wants to do.
I like the fact that he's not Zero Orin to get that energy in the discard pile.
Yeah.
Probably just give that up.
Put those 2. We'll probably see the Dedenne for a fresh 6, and hopefully hits the switch.
His turn.
I don't think he did. It gave him options.
Well, did he? Well, he went the last turn. He had just the Coco out.
Yeah, that's true. He did Dedenne this turn. That's rough. He's gotta go way behind now.
This is gonna be another 2 prizes.
It's gonna go down 3, but again, I don't know. This one's harder because getting behind against a single prize deck is just there's these difficult comebacks that he was doing against Rahul were only there because Rahul plays 3 prizers. He could get that one stuck and we'll move on, but we'll see. I mean, the stamp does work, right? So that's what Isaiah's gonna look to do is a late game stamp and pray. There goes the Heat Factory. Gets rid of the Thunder Mountain, which I don't think he cares too much about anymore.
Yeah, he needed to use it last turn.
Yeah. Does Stefan not have a switching option now? He doesn't. He could just switch. Just opens the door for Isaiah to do something here, alright? Let's see. We have another big charm. We're going to put that down. And we're going to do that again. Let's see. And we'll cut the Volkner. And
a Volkner for
a switch. And
switch, yeah.
We'll be able to take 1 prize, but it's not what he wants to do. Jirachis are nice to take out, but he'd like to take out one of these threats and make Stefan have something.
Yeah, this makes it rough because now you're kind of forcing yourself to leave that Pikarom up, and that's just
that's just waiting to get rid of 3 prizer. But and the stamp, just you don't want to stamp this early because it's not enough, you know.
That's how you win. You wait till they're down to those 2 prizes, whatever, and you just start.
So you might just be okay with giving up this Pikarom as long as you can set up something else on the bench here. Which, I mean, Zero Aura was fine, you know? It's fine. Because at this point, if he gives up the Pikarom, these Dedennes enough to lose the game. So the zero aura being inactive is no big deal. He's really thinking about his line of play here. Does Stefan have the welder and able to take the big knockout on this Pikarom, which has what 250 now or
270.
270? Yeah, that's 240, 270. Yeah. Which what is how many energy? What?
Six. Yeah, he's got 6 energy.
Plus the welder, he's got 4. Yeah, I mean, if he hits a welder, I think he's got it. I don't know how many energies are already on one. I think he already has one that's loaded, so I think he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the energy retrieval. He can put 2 back to grab him if he's running low.
Yeah, he's. As I was really thinking about how he wants to approach this. I don't know. I think his only option.
Honestly, like a part of me really I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know.
I almost like wouldn't have minded him just leaving the Dedenne.
I don't know. I think he has to do something. He gets a catcher here. Let's see if he goes for it. I think you go for it.
He's into the full blitz.
No, he's just kind of go for the full blitz. He has access to tag ball. I think is he gonna commit all the energy to the active here? No, he's smart.
To the right shoot. Yeah.
I mean, he has energy switches index, so like the tag ball can come sneakily if he needs it to.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter. This Pickrom's obliterated.
Yeah, this is going 9-9.
Unfortunate. And again, he only has one more stamp, so I think he has to dig for the stamp next turn at 2, which it is what it is, you know. But Stefan would almost be better if he just held those quick balls for outs. Actually, the quick balls aren't outs anymore. The is on the board. So I don't know. The Fionn is actually a really good card because if this
Fionn could come in clutch because he's gonna leave it with 2 prizes.
Yeah.
And like if there's no other option, or if he doesn't put like a Rachi down or anything like that.
Yeah. And he can force the 0 order to the active and stuff.
And that lucky egg is actually huge.
Yeah, it is. Because that stamp does nothing.
Yeah, it shuts off that stamp play.
Yep.
I mean, he could still stamp and then catcher the one on the bench.
Yeah, but I mean, as great as that is, you really want to get those 3 energies off the board.
The one with energy on it, yeah.
But Stefan said, no. If you want that, then I want a full hand. Boom.
Oof.
300.
Yeah, I'm going to draw him 6 cards. Well, actually, he'll get 3 here. So I'll draw him with 3 more cards.
Yeah. It's the flat. The Cramorant.
Cramorant's another interesting thing here, too. Just like snipe it at NA.
Yeah, the Cramorant could win the game, actually, if he hits a welder. Which, yeah, we could definitely see that happen next turn. It only takes 3 energies, and he's already got that. So we could see this. I don't even see the line of play for Isaiah. It's looking very bleak.
I'm gonna stick to my idea that I'm never gonna say that out loud.
Because there's just Stefan's really made it hard because
he's
blocking all the stamp play just doesn't work. I mean, you gotta go stamp and knock out something else that doesn't have energy. I think that's your only play at this point because if you leave, if you attack in this, the stamp play is useless, and if you don't stamp, he draws to 7. Yeah, it's not good. We see the great catcher. Yeah. And now we'll probably see the dig for the second stamp, and let's see if he can get it here. And he whiffs. And he whiffs. I don't know.
Just good. All right, I need to step away for like a minute.
Yeah, no worries. He gets. He's gonna take the knockout on this Tadene, but Stefan, I believe, has game in hand. As long as he has energies in his deck. If he has energies in his deck, this baby Bland can take the knockout here at this point, but I don't think he does because he's gonna dig a little bit with this Jirachi. We'll see the quick ball come down, and it grabs a. I think it's just thinning. He really wants it thin. Try to hit this welder. I mean, he doesn't have a switch option, so you always gotta hit the switch option. I guess over Choreo, which is gonna help him draw more cards. He doesn't mind putting it down at this point in the game. He misses the welder here, but I think he draws enough energy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7's definitely enough as long as he can get out of the active. And I don't think he has the way to get out of the active. Unless he doesn't draw out you, right? He just hard retreat. Yeah, I think he just hard retreats here. Yeah. Which is enough, and he will take the knockout and game 1. Which.
All right. Alright, so yes, I'll take game 1.
Yeah.
I missed. Maybe I'm his magic wand.
Probably not, dude.
I walked away and all of a sudden.
Probably not. It wasn't looking good when you were here, alright? So,
you know, yeah.
Yeah, that's just such a hard matchup. The one prizers that hit for 300 damage. Like,
that's rough.
What are you supposed to do?
I just feel like this is the kind of stuff that, like, you know, Stefan wants to see.
Yeah, 100%.
He really doesn't want to see that doll stall. I feel like that doll stall is.
Yeah. And like that's what's waiting for him after this, which is really unfortunate. Plays the Grant, and Isaiah didn't want to see this. These one prizers are just. I mean, he has an out. He has the tag bolt, but it's not the best out. Just isn't great. He really needs to have these stamps stick. The stamps are key. They have to come down when he's about to lose or when he's down to 1 or 2 prizes, and he needs them not to draw out of it. And I think that's his only out. Or Stefan starts 1 basic and he can donk him. But as we see, he has a quick boss, so we won't be seeing a donk. Again, we got that first turn. Look through my deck, write down all my prizes, make sure I got all my stuff.
Yeah, we see both players doing that, and it's just insanely smart in this particular tournament.
Yeah. I mean, when you play at a regional, you want to say you do that, but again, it takes a lot of time, as you can see.
Yeah. This is taking quite a while, so it's like, man, you would love to do it.
Yeah.
I also would not want to be the person sitting across from it.
Yeah, definitely get some type of penalty for something, you know. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Here, he's fine. He's just gonna find exactly what he's gonna take advantage of everything, which is smart. We got a turn 2 full blitz, looking fine. Except he misses energy. which is not good. That's actually really bad. You can tell on his face.
With that, yeah, he's not excited about that at all.
He only plays like 12 energies. I could, whiff one off of what, 13 cards? That's rough. Let's see the Drachi come down and a pass with no energy attachment. Stefan's gonna be happy about that. I mean, sure, Isaiah can get the turn 2 full blitz, but it's a little harder now. He needs the stadium for sure, and
it's just, again, not impossible.
Yeah.
Just that energy, it just sucks.
Yeah. There's a reason that you can't play a supporter turn 1, but you can still attach an energy. Because that is energy advantage is so strong in this game.
Crucial.
And he just gave it over to Stefan with energy advantage, supporter advantage, attacking advantage. Stefan has got everything a little more in his favor at this point. See the stadiums come down. Stefan's just gonna draw cards. He has.
See the Heat Factory, just a bunch more cards.
And they're not what he wants. Like, this hand is not great at all. He doesn't have a welder.
He still has a Stellar Wish. He's going to be able to thin quite a bit before he does this, so I wouldn't say it's the worst thing.
That's true.
But
it would thin, but at what cost? How many resources is he going to have to give up to get these
I am not like that energy retrieval.
Yeah, he gets rid of switches and the Beastbringer. He's not worried about the Beastbringer.
No.
This matchup. And we'll see a quick ball.
Yeah, you're already taking so many prizes.
I mean, if he does hit the welder off the Stellar Wish here, he's in a good position.
Yeah.
And no, he hits a Flint. This is not good now.
I mean, he's got another search, so he gets another search off. It's not like gone.
I mean,
it's not looking like he's getting an attack this turn unless he welders into a switch.
Yeah, he's got a welder into a switch, but he's got to hit the welder first. Let's see. And he hits nothing.
Nothing.
He hits nothing. Isaiah's got to be a little happy about this turn. He's like, okay.
Happy to an extent, because again, you missed that energy. That energy, no energy turn 1 is just.
Yeah, he's gonna have 2 Dedenne, or just go straight for the research. I like it.
You got to get the.
He got an energy. He didn't hit the stadium, and he has no way to draw cards. This is not good. He can definitely Rachi. But he has a lot of his ball searches are already been used or discarded. So he's gonna attach here. He can switch into the Rachi and try to find a Dedenne. But that's it. And he decides not to even do that. His hand is so bleak, he doesn't want to overextend, and he just passes and walks away. He's like, I'm done looking at this stuff. I'm done. I've been thinking way too hard about. Stefan doesn't have much going for him himself. He's gonna rely on these Stellar Witches to try to find.
10 more. Grab 4 energies out.
Yeah, there's no way he misses.
Baby Clowns can thin. That is a deck that can thin better than most.
He's taking. If he doesn't find the welder here, he's got to have a bunch prized, and he doesn't. He invents a switch. Switch is gonna work.
Switch could be better there actually, because you can go into this one then find the welder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
That almost ended up being better that he found it in that order.
Yeah.
Because it just guarantees him now I'm getting the attack off, and that is a dead Coco.
Yeah. Oh man. Unfortunate.
Gets the Absol too.
Yeah.
You need to have that switch. Granted he does, but you need to have that switch to use that Rachi.
Yeah. And Stefan's gonna take a really commanding lead here, take 2 prizes. And again, it's really gonna come down to these late game stamps. But you want to see Isaiah at least take some early prizes, and he wasn't able to do that. It's been 3 turns for Isaiah, and he has 1 energy. So
1 energy on board, and just not. I mean, he top decks the energy. Finds a research.
That's rough. He doesn't want to discard all his cards. He's got a Coco first, right? No? He decides not to.
Well, there's no energy in discard.
Oh my god.
He's got nothing to Coco.
He's got to have the stadium, right? That's what he's got to hit here.
He has to hit.
If he missed the stadium here, we could say concede. And he swifts. He freaking whiffs.
That's awful.
Oh my god. He's got a stamp.
That's talking about what we don't want to see.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of match we want to see.
Yeah, this is the stamp and pray.
Yeah, they happen.
The stamp and pray, because he can't even retreat. Yep, and you can see him super frustrated. And Welder, Dene, everything you could ever want.
Everything he needs, just.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I could.
You not taking that knockout is.
I mean, he's got stamp for next turn, which is his other out when he goes down to 1. Stamp and pray again.
He has 0 energy on board.
Yep.
This is just not pretty.
No.
Well, at least in Isaiah then. It's extremely pretty on Stefan's head.
I mean, to be honest, he could put the Drachi in the active, stamp him, Coco, attach energy, hit the stadium. And fight back, but.
And just keep him, like, the fact that he's at that 1 card.
Yeah, and then you stack all your energies on that Pikarom and go for the tag bolt, and you make this a closer game.
Yeah, I mean, there's no clown on the board.
But he puts the Pikarom in the active. I wonder what his thought process is here.
He sees something I don't.
He needs that. He wants the stadium death. So. That guarantees him that. He's gonna stamp into 1 and just take the. Yeah. As long as he can hit heads on this. Not a double tails. And he didn't hit anything. Stefan's not looking at a good spot at this point.
Ordinary rod ain't doing you much.
Oh. What just happened? Oh, I think, he misplayed.
He just passed.
Yeah, because he didn't Coco. He didn't have the Coco option. I also just didn't have a switch, so who knows what he could have done. And obviously, and that
just finding
the game.
6 cards. I mean, that doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, his hand is very lackluster.
Yeah, his 6 cards aren't doing anything for him.
No. But they give him options, and
so it gives you the option to like grab a clown now.
Yeah.
And get it down. I feel like you have to do that because that was what was scary. Is that if last turn Isaiah knocked this Blacephalon out.
Dang. Stefan is willing to just keep. He wants to keep this 1 clown because that's all he's got. And he's like, if he hits a welder here off the stellar, and he just sees a lucky egg, he's gonna put the lucky egg probably on this.
Probably on this Jirachi.
Yeah.
Thin down, put a welder back.
I've only seen 1 welder out of Stefan this entire game, and
I think would not mind seeing a Fion here, but I don't know. I don't know if he's able to use magic like that yet.
Right. he's chilling. I mean, he's obviously has to hit a welder eventually in one of these turns. Or
Labs is out. Okay. So like the lucky egg wouldn't even matter.
That's true.
Okay.
What do we do here, guys? We're both doing nothing. Even Isaiah's like, all right, well, he didn't get anything off that, didn't I? And I'm finally gonna be able to attack.
Oh, okay.
Turn 4, 5 something. Full blitz. We got this, boys. It's down 6-1. Maybe he can make this comeback. You for sure stack all the energy on this Pigrom. If it goes down, it goes down. The game's over anyway.
Exactly, yeah. At this point, anything can die.
Yeah.
And it's over, so you just commit.
You really want to go for this tag bolt next turn. That's the only way you're getting back in this game. I really hope that you didn't.
He drew 3 energies.
Yeah. Hopefully you didn't draw into.
Oh my goodness. If he went the first few turns, couldn't find energy, and then doesn't have enough energies here, I'm going to. Like, this was just not meant to be. Okay, he's
exactly 3.
Oh, that would have been so bad. But we're good.
We're okay.
He's still not out of it completely. Because with Stefan's hand, I mean, he's not.
He doesn't have anything going for him, you know?
That doesn't do anything.
No. Give him the lucky eggs, which will probably end up just putting this. I mean, at the end of the day, all he needs is to get the big blind, and he wins. I think he does. Has it.
He's got it.
Yeah, he has it. He has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's prize.
Big. Unless he prizes big, but I doubt it.
No, he hits him with the well played. Yeah. Unfortunate for Stefan. I mean for Isaiah.
For Isaiah, yeah.
It was a good run.
I know he made a really good run though, like losing the first round, and then just coming back and making that run.
It's a really good run, but Stefan with this deck choice is just has really good matchups against anything that plays 2 or 3 prizes and.
But now we see him running into that matchup that that we talked about.
It's gonna be rough for him. This will bring whoever wins this matchup against him and Grant will put him up against Pedro in the finals, and they'll have to win twice.
And we were able to see Pedro beat that Dostal, like even though Grant came ready for it.
Yeah, that matchup's close. That matchup comes down to one thing. I don't know who Pedro would rather face. The baby blondes is really not something Pedro wants to deal with.
I don't think so. I honestly think he'd rather see the Dostal, which I know is hard to say because who really
that matchup is bad too.
But the nice thing, and when you watch those Dostal matches, it's kind of nice because pretty early.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
We're fine. We're gonna see Grant's side of the board, which is probably haven't seen the entire tournament, but
all right, switch it up a little bit.
We'll switch it up, and I don't know, Grant's. I mean, at the end of the day here, Stefan's got nothing. He's got the Fion, and he's got a great catcher, and that's it.
That's not like
it's really gonna come down to how many these early prizes. Like we've seen this matchup earlier in this tournament, and it comes down to these early prizes stuff. Stefan's got to come out quick. He needs the Victini V. He doesn't.
Victini V, I think, and Cramorant. Those have to be the
Cramorant's rough. The Cramorant's rough. He needs because it draws 3 cards to the attack because he has to welder. So he ends up milling himself. It's like, how many times can you Cramorant? That's like 9 cards, 10, 12 cards. You're like, ugh. Yeah. It's rough. But yeah, the Cramorant and the Victini V are his attackers in this matchup, and
Victini makes sense.
Grant,
it's you don't have to discard all those energies.
No. Grant just looking to set up the dolls, and at that point if he gets 2 dolls on the board, he wins. And we seen it in the first matchup. He almost pulled off a victory with with 2 out of the 4 dolls prized at one point. So that just tells you how much this matchup is just not good for Stefan.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he has access to the Fionn right away, and he'll be able to have that play. Yeah.
Grant's already got a doll down.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's an issue. He's really just got to get one.
But he really doesn't have anything else. It looks like he's just going to Stevens.
Yeah.
Which is great for Stefan. It gives him opportunities to win this game. And yeah, we'll see what he top decks, and there's really no supporter that he could grab that could help. He needs to start setting up these dolls or these flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And he crawls right into that.
It's the doll. I mean,
which is good.
Right
I
now,
mean, it doesn't do anything because he has no way to put it active. Yeah. So we'll just see a Stevens most likely. And I mean, to be honest, that Oracore is dead. Do you really want a Dedenne? I don't know. Stefan's hand is not good, and he has no way to get out of the active.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, you're not. Yeah, you're not using the mime. You're just going straight doll.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's just got to set up the flowers and the munchlax and flip heads.
Same chill for Grant.
Yeah. So Grant's just looking to get the setup going. He's like, I got time. Like, what's he gonna do? I got at least 3 turns on board. He's like, I'm fine. So, and we draws into a baby blind. Now the big question is like, how aggressive do you go? Like, I guess he has Jirachi. So if we see what he gets off the Stellar, but other than that, it's like, do you Dedenne? Do I put a Dedenne down, draw 6? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Get rid of the Oracore. That's absolutely useless.
Yep, and he decides he's got to take these early prizes. Yeah, he knows that these early turns, like this Mimikyu is important. He cannot let this Mimikyu go to the bench without taking a prize.
If you have a turn to take a prize, you need to do it.
Yeah. Right. And he's going to have the welder. He has got the skateboard, which is great. So he's fine. He's going to be able to take this Mimikyu down. With that being said, going forward, he's going to have to take out a doll and then hope he doesn't draw into another doll. But we know he knows he has Stevens. So, yeah, it just matters how. I didn't make sure how many. If he has access to all 4 dolls, it's probably over. It's like Stefan just doesn't have the outs here without Cramorant. He's got to get this Cramorant. I don't know if I seen it in the deck. Guess we'll see right here. Oh no, we won't. We don't have the visions.
Yeah, we're not able to see.
We don't have the visions. I would assume that the Cramorant is probably prized. He hasn't even gone for it at all.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he doesn't need it right now, but I don't know.
I feel like you just want to have it ready.
Yeah.
Or at least like available in your hand.
Yeah.
But good. So he takes that prize on the Mimikyu. Like we said, that's super important.
Yeah.
Like if he is gonna win this, it's really just taking advantage of every little turn you can to actually take a prize.
Yeah, it's gonna be with his only catcher option being this Fionn, it becomes so much harder.
It's a lot harder, and it's honestly very, very easy. Depending, I mean, we'll see here how many if all 4 dolls are there.
If he has all 4
but if they're all there, it's really easy for Grant just to be chilling with 2 dolls.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all there.
They're all there. So as long as it's gonna come down to these coin flips, and this Cramorant is if the Cramorat's in his deck. If the Cramorat's there, then he knows he's played this matchup. He knows that he went a little less aggressive against it, and it really bit him. So I think he.
Well, you see Grant grabbing the Mew. Like, he's prepared for
Yeah.
that Cramorant.
Yeah.
Cramorant's not doing what Stefan wants it to do.
Here comes the Cramorant. The Cramorant will take a knockout here, though. And I think you definitely take out the Flabébé, I believe.
Yeah. Take the Flabébé. I mean, that takes a coin flip out of the equation.
Yeah.
So that just makes your likelihood higher.
Yeah.
And also, the nice thing is, like, Stefan doesn't know this, but Grant didn't grab a way to get another Flabébé.
Yeah, no.
He was prepared for that Flabébé to live.
Yeah.
So this is definitely putting, like, a big halt in.
Stefan doesn't play any stamps, and he doesn't. When this meter comes down, it's pretty much locking that Cramorant out.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate. But it puts him on the back foot because how many turns? I mean, these dolls don't last forever, you know?
I mean, he's going to do this. He's going to have the Munchlax.
Yeah, that's all he's going to have is this Munchlax.
I mean, if he hits it, he just throws, probably like a Florges. Not a Florges, a Flabébé.
Yeah, most likely.
Doesn't hit it.
So, he has a switch card already. He decides to attach to this.
Well, other than the Fiat.
Yeah.
So,
So he takes out the doll. Okay, now at this point, the Fiona is live, and
if he top decks the Flabébé anyways.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because he's got to give up either the Flabébé, the Mew, or the Munchlax, or the Drachi, I guess. Which is, I mean, Grant at this point, it's any. Oh nope, just playing, just playing. I'm gonna get the doll off of the Stellar, so.
Well, he doesn't have a way to get Rachi out.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He doesn't have a switch, so the Rachi's gonna fall.
So the Rachi's going down. So there's another prize.
There's another prize. He has a shot. Oh, does that get him anything? No.
It gets him a skateboard.
Oh yeah, that's true. Gets him a skateboard. Actually, he's fine. We're all right here.
Oh, the Sky Pillar too. Just
yeah, he's like, hey.
Bench protection up the wazoo.
Yeah, you're not taking me down here, boys. And the Fiona's not live anymore.
Yeah, I don't see how.
And the next turn he has Rare Candy.
Florges. That gives him another coin flip.
Give him 2 coin flips a turn, and he can't flip heads. So maybe that's how Stefan wins this.
I mean, right now though, this is where you don't care.
And if you look at Grant, he's eating something, he's drinking, he's chilling, he's like, watch this, boy. This matchup's easy. I got this. Once I get it doesn't matter how many prizes he takes. Once I get set up, I got this. And, like, if you really think about it, Stefan only has to take 5 because he can GX attack.
Yeah. I mean, and, like, it's crazy, but, like, we haven't really, like, I haven't been watching it till right this second, but, like, Stefan's only got 13 cards left.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Like, not even really having to do much. Grant's just watching him just lose cards back to back. Just
like, you just don't realize how much the welders do. Like, he only welded once, and it's like, oh, he has his whole deck.
Exactly. Like, we talk about how good Welder is in other decks just to get you running, but in this respect, it's kind of getting you, like, running straight off a cliff. Like,
He's like, he detonated on turn 2, and he welded once, and now we have 13 cards left in our deck. It's like, what just happened? And
He's just getting ready. Like, he's just getting the pieces. If he has to, like, sure, I'll set up a second floor just.
And you can see Stefan just like over it. Like,
yeah,
he can't do anything. Hey, there's that nice great catcher.
Yeah, real good right now.
Real great. Here's a 120. Knock out your doll. You have another doll in hand already. And like, it really just come down to the coin flips and the Stevens, and there's just so many options. As long as he has 2 dolls on board, Stefan can never take a prize. Never.
Yeah. And like, the hard part is like, there's turns where like double tails on this floor just in this munch, like, it doesn't even matter.
Nope.
Like right now, if he doesn't hit it.
Nope. Doesn't matter.
Like, it's not going to really put him back that much.
But if he does hit it, it just extends the game so much longer. It's like, oh.
So he benches the...
Oh. He decided that he wants 2 dolls and he's willing to give up this Jirachi.
Yep.
To make sure he has 2 Florguses so he can flip 3 times.
That makes sense.
That's just it. He's like, I don't care about this Jirachi anymore.
Yeah. It's like, yes, whatever, I'll take another doll.
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's on.
He's just increasing his odds, and like that bell elbow, just like,
yeah,
like he ran
8 cards
to the edge of the Grand Canyon. He was just like, go for it, keep going.
I don't know. This game's over. It's over, boys.
Yeah. And the Grand Canyon's beautiful when you're not falling in it.
Yeah, he lost.
He's about to.
He's down to 3, but I just never see.
How's he taking? Like, I just don't see it at all.
He has all the pieces in his
the
head
Mew,
now.
2 Florges, and a Munchlax. Like,
he needs multiple turns of triple tails.
Like, yeah, Grant needs to flip tails the rest of the game.
Or a mistake.
Guess what? That right there pretty much is
just locked it in.
Yeah, like that's it.
Yeah, Stefan's been so throughout this tournament just stone faced. Not very many emotions come out of him. He doesn't react to anything. He's just okay. It is what it is. Like,
yeah,
and
my Grand ways to start accelerating this mill.
Yeah,
and
eventually, I think every like other turn you'll see a Bella, and it'll be over. Like, Stefan can't afford to do anything. We might just see the concede. I don't know. Maybe not. Grant's chilling, straight eating a sandwich or something, and we'll see the concede.
Yeah, and we see it.
That's what it's gonna come down. It's these early turns. He's gotta stop the setup. To be honest, I feel like he really's gotta hope Grant prizes a Mew or prizes 2 dolls. Like, if not, Grant's just gonna stroll his way, his lunch and himself right into the finals against.
I hope he made it himself, or he got it like Postmated or something. Because quarantine, like, not the time to be running over to her.
It's gonna be tough. Like, there's nothing. And Grant's chilling. We're all chilling, basically. It's just, what is he gonna do? There's really nothing. It comes down to
this is rough. Like,
I mean, he's gonna start. This Latios, which helps. He doesn't really have a choice.
Let's see, a little higher. Like, that gives you a bit of a shot. But
this happened the first time he won, I think, which is good. It gives him that opportunity. For Stefan to do something. I mean, his hand's not good though. So again,
That hand is real bad.
if he doesn't, these early turns are so important, and to have crappy hands.
But again, I mean, it's crappy, but it's not. It's all again comes down to Stellar Wish. Stellar Wish is gonna make this or break it. Like, if he gets a welder off his Stellar Wish,
I mean,
he's got a good hand.
Not really. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna put your energy on this baby bounce? Like,
oh, that's true. I guess baby bounce
rough.
No, this is bad. I'm trying to be optimistic here.
I mean, he could. I mean, technically, you take 3 prizes off of this Latios, which might be the right play. You get the
B Springer,
and you take 3 prizes, and then you're really only two mistakes or 2 misfortunes from Grant from just winning the match. So I think that's the play you go for. When Grant gets stuck with having to put a GX down, and you have all the time in the world to set up this B Springer, I think that's what you do. Let's see if he hits the welder. No. I think he got a skateboard off that.
I don't think he grabbed anything.
Maybe he didn't.
Because he already had the skateboard.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he got nothing.
He got nothing, and he just passes with 0 fear. He's like, I don't even need to put a second Pokemon down. Little does he know, Grant... No. No,
Mr. Mime can hit for a task.
Can do 70.
He's an attack with Florges.
Yeah. Well, but we might see the clear vision.
We definitely could. Well,
I think we do. I think we see the clear vision because
he doesn't have a way to grab an energy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe later on in the game at some point.
Yeah, just to get rid. I guess it gets rid of burst.
Grant has nothing. Grant has to just retreat and pass, which is not good for Grant.
I like how he he held on to that rare candy Florges.
Yeah,
I think it's really smart because
I'm thinking
then if he does kill that, now you're losing a lot more.
So there goes the welder. Now, can we see the B Springer?
I wanted to see B Springer and Great Catcher, but that's.
We don't see any of that. Unless he wants to dig, but I don't think he wants to dig. And he doesn't see a Fion. Oh, wait, he sees a Fion. He can get the Fion.
There's a Fion there.
And so that really forces Grant's hand. Does he give up the 2 prizes? I think he just gives up the 2 prizes and sets up the flower. And that's the Fion's prize, and then we scoop now.
Yeah, if that's gone, nope.
Yeah.
Your chances are they're already low. They're
okay.
All right, we're good. They're still low, but
yeah. Let's see what Grant prioritizes here. I think he doesn't care about this Latios.
I think you're right about the Latios. Okay.
We're always wrong. He doesn't care about the flower. I mean, he could be worried about the B Springer.
That's true. So now, the B Springer doesn't matter.
Yeah, the B Springer's gone. He's got all the time in the world to set up another one. Stefan cannot consistently discard cards from his hand and Fireball Circus. That's just not something that is going to win him this game. So Grant knows.
All right, and that resolve is pretty huge.
Grant again. I mean, Stefan again just doesn't have much going for him here. Right now, he only does 150. Oh no, he does enough. He can take the knockout of this Latios, which is great. But Grant's not gonna give it to him. Grant, he's gonna make him get that Great Catcher. That's the only way. Stefan really needs to find Fiona again.
Yeah.
He needs a quick ball.
There's gonna be no doll down, or just the one.
Just the one, yeah. So he's
So
kind of.
that Fion's live for sure.
It's another prize that
I think
Stefan
Grant's kind of
can do.
thinking that, and that's why he's eyeing down this Mimikyu.
Yeah, he's willing
He's
to
like,
sack the
you
Mimikyu.
can kill it, I don't care.
Yeah. But to be honest, if that Mimikyu goes down, then he hits a Gray Catcher, he just wins because he can GX for the last prize. So it definitely has.
Because if he kills the Mimikyu, goes down to 4, but then he still has to take 2.
Yeah, well, Great Catcher. We can get the Latios. He can't hide the Latios forever.
Well, yeah, but taking 1 on that brings him to 4. Then -2, he's still short.
Yeah, he's short by 1.
He'd have to kill 1 more mon, and then then that's.
That's true.
This is just.
Again, Grant can win this game with Stefan having 1 prize. You know, once he gets that lock in, and that's a great top deck. He gets. I mean, he could day. It's like you look at the stadium, you're like, cool. Oh, is it cool in this matchup? I don't know. You're drawing 3 cards. You're milling yourself 3. Like how much do you want to mill yourself 3, or just play what cards you get and hope they're good enough? And yeah, it didn't really do nothing for him.
Yeah, you just milled yourself for 3 without really progressing.
Yeah. I mean, he could put the big blind in the active, take a press if he wants.
I mean, he can go switch and try to find a quick ball.
That's true. And get the Fiona action. I think that's what we're gonna do. But you never know. Stefan just doesn't react to anything, so it's like he might have got it, he might have not.
He has the best poker face.
I'll take on that. I'm gonna assume he didn't get it because I think if there was a quick ball, he
gone
just
right away. I think it would have been quick.
Yeah, he would have just grabbed it. Stefan's really just trying to figure out any lines of play in this game. He's a welder, but does he want to play it? No. He already milled himself 3. And he might just take the 1 prize. Oh no, he's got a welder to it. He's
going.
Yeah.
He gets a quick ball.
The 1 and he gets a quick ball. So now he kind of has options here. He can take the Fiona play, or he can take the GX play. And I think you take the GX play just because I don't think Grant. Yeah, Grant's not going to give you the Latios. He's going to give you the Mimikyu, and then if he does get the clear vision, he gets the clear vision, which doesn't matter. I guess he's going to make Grant decide what to give him. Give him the Mimikyu.
Brings him Mimikyu.
And he'll just take the Fireball Circus on it. And Stefan doesn't play like Victini, Prism Star, so there's no way to shuffle anything back into his deck.
Honestly, that card alone would have made this matchup a lot more interesting. Well, long, but interesting.
Yeah. And it's like the only thing he has is a Pal Pad and a Rod. And puts 4 cards, 5, 6 cards back in his deck. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised not to see Victini.
Yeah, and we're just gonna see the
Resolve.
Stevens, and he even opts not to evolve the Flabebe. Or did he have the Flabebe? No, he didn't. He just put the Flabebe down.
He just benched it, yeah.
Yeah. Because he just had Mimikyu and. But he has 2 dolls down, so the Fion is not an option. So his 2 outs next turn are GX and Great Catcher. So I think he's gotta take a prize every turn. So just slowly make these plays. If he GXs, then he's gotta find the Great Catcher. Then he's gotta mess up this doll for one turn. He's gotta make the doll stall miss 2 dolls once and then he can win. But that's a tough task.
Yeah.
I think you just get the Fionn and put it on your bench so it doesn't get milled.
Yeah, that's just a crucial piece that you need.
Yeah, it's his only options. It's like, gosh. I mean, he's taking a prize every turn. Oh, there's a Cramorant. I forgot about the Cramorant. But, again, if you play with the Cramorant, that means you play with Welder. And
yeah, you're discarding a lot.
you're drawing too much, I think. And he's got to
Like
play with the Fiery Flint and grab 4 more cards out of his deck?
More cards out. Just one.
He just takes one. He's like, I don't need more than one. It's gonna try to hit the Welder here and try to Cramorant. I like this play. I don't know if I would have done it this early though. I think that's how you take your last prize. Actually no, this is right. This is his opportunity to take a prize.
Because you expect the Mew.
Yeah. This is
So at
his
least, like,
opportunity.
now, yeah, he has the shot.
Yeah.
He's got a wide open lane. He can take one out if he can get the Cramorant loaded up. But that's the obstacle right now.
Assuming he didn't hit the Welder or he would have slammed it down. But nope. So the Cramorant's kind of off the page after this Mew goes down.
Yeah, like we see Grant sitting with the Mew in his hand. So
Yeah.
Stefan not getting it that turn, honestly, kind of makes that a dead card.
Yep, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. And he opts into the GX. Which, I mean, I think the more he plays this matchup, he knows that every turn he needs to take a prize. So,
Yeah,
Grant's debating on putting this Mew down, and he does.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely.
I think we kind of seen something out of somebody. He's like, he's got the Mew. So the Cramorant becomes pretty useless card, and he's got 2 dolls, so that's not live. The GX isn't live. We're gonna see just or Stefan taking out a doll next turn. But it's very rough for him to take out dolls at this point because he's got to discard cards to do that. Which, I mean, doesn't matter too much because he has really no way to put cards back in his deck. So anything that's in his hand is pretty much already milled. Oh, and he opts to
The doll back.
drop the doll.
I wonder if he's gonna research here.
Yeah, he wants to research. Alright. Grant's like, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Let's try to win set up quick. He still can retreat into the doll. He has double doll.
That skateboard on the Latios could be important because, I mean, I know we saw Stefan does have Absol on his deck.
Correct.
So that just kind of...
Yeah, he really wants this Latios not on the field. He wants that Munchlax, but again, this is what happens when you play 2 of those. You gotta, sometimes you start it.
Sometimes you don't have another option. But, I mean, Stefan, great catcher, and then he just got to hope for a 1 turn.
Yep.
He can take a prize. But...
He's like triple tails twice or something.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is so rough.
When you say that, it doesn't sound as optimistic, but, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's not really triple. Right now, it's only 1 heads or tails. Like, he doesn't have access to the second flyer. He's in actually a good spot, to be honest, if he can find the catcher.
I mean, he doesn't really have a way to draw.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything. probably just gonna take out a
Where's
dollar.
Heat Factory, right?
What was that?
Does he have Heat Factory to draw right now?
Oh, he does. He does have heat. He can draw with 3 off the heat factory if he likes. And I think that's what he's debating.
I know. It's just like you look at that big 17. And you're
Yeah.
like,
Goes to 14, but if he hits the catcher, it's worth it.
yeah.
And I think that's what he's debating right now. Because, I mean, this is one of his best opportunities because he only has 1 coin flip to miss. Then Grant really doesn't have much right now, and he misses.
Right. And he gets the Fion, but that doesn't matter right now.
Nope. It's real rough. This is not
I mean,
good.
he didn't put a doll on top.
No.
So if you kill this doll,
Yeah.
and just pray that he doesn't find another one.
Yeah, he's got to hit a tails. Got to hope for the tails off this Florgus because he has Cynthia Caitlin to draw into it.
Oh yeah, because he has a way to draw.
Yeah. But it's only 1 tails. It's only 1 coin flip. Exactly.
That's a terrible odd.
No. I would just see the knockout here. Maybe. Mind blown. 50. Let's see what happens here. Let's see the coin flip here. This is big, actually.
It's huge.
Oh, and that's a tails. Okay.
So
Okay.
tails.
So 2 dolls will not come down this turn. So the Fiona's live again. And he has it in hand.
And that's it.
Yeah. Fiona and Great Catcher, and he wins this.
Well, I think at that point, I think Grant gives him the Latios.
Yeah, he should give him the Latios here. But, again, you just Fiona it. Oh, he can't Fiona it because then the...
That's what I mean. He brings the doll up, and then if he Fiones, Grant's just going to go, sure, kill Latios.
Yeah.
Because then Great Catcher's dead.
Yeah. You have to... I think you just leave the Latios to the active right now.
And the active, maybe, yeah.
It's like whatever. Either way, yeah. You give him the Latios because the Great Catcher's dead. And then you make we have to miss again.
Yeah, I agree with this because now you're forcing him to use the Fion and just getting it out of his hand.
Yeah, I agree. Grant's missing a lot. He can't find himself another Florgus. He knows one of his Pokemon's getting knocked out next turn, so...
Yeah.
We'll
I mean, this is huge.
Search, and it's a tails. That's 3 tails in a row for Grant. And we'll see if Fion come down, and let's see if he gives him the Latios, which I think is 100% the right play. Because kills off the Great Catcher play.
Yeah. Yeah. You see him instantly go for it. He already knew.
Yeah. That forces Stefan to get lucky one more time.
Yep.
Which, I mean, he's in a great position for that to happen next turn. There's only 1 doll on board, and there's not one on top, and there's really nothing going on for Grant. He needs to hit some heads here and draw with this Professors, or he's gonna lose this match. But Grant, I mean, Stefan's gotta knock this Latios out here too. And he should have it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Oh, he's got to attach 1, 4. 4's enough. Yeah, he's got to retreat into the baby blown. And I mean, he could mind blown for.
Could mind blown. I feel like yeah, it sucks putting him in the discard, but at least you can grab him. I feel like lost zoning him could be rough.
Yeah.
So I think I like the retreat into baby.
Yeah, retreat into baby. And Fireball Circus, baby.
Yeah, Fire Crystal 3 back and Fireball Circus. Yeah.
And then it's really going to come down to this last turn.
Mm-hmm.
Can Grant hit a heads, put a doll on top? Again, he only has one flip. He has one flip, unless he top decks a Florgus right here.
Florgus, yeah. Or a Pokecom, because I know he plays a Pokecom too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that he has a few options to find.
He went with the Mind Blown. Alright.
Okay.
But again, it comes down to this.
I guess it's fine, because like at this point, if you're gonna kill something, you don't need a lot.
Yeah.
You don't need to hit. Oh my. Of course.
Oh, of course.
So we do the top 3 Florgus.
Top decks the Florgus. So he's got
Just
2
give
shots
him
at
another
it. And we have a Tails.
Okay.
We'll see it pop off if this is a Tails. That's that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he'll be
He
able
would have
to
lost
put
his mind if that was.
yeah. I mean, Stefan didn't have the access to.
Yeah, so even if he
Fionn
did,
with Fionn,
he's got the Heat Factory to draw, but like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. I don't know. That might be the nail in the coffin. Even though it's 6-1, he's got his setup now. This is exactly what he wants on board. He doesn't need anything else. He just needs to consistently not get triple tails.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of tails coming out, but the thing is, like, you need one heads.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, ideally, Stefan knocks out this dog, and then triple tails, he wins. If he can find access to the Fionn. I mean, it's a good. It's not. I mean, it's the best position that Stefan can be in.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but
yeah.
like this is really the best case scenario, unfortunately.
But he has to continually use welders and stuff because he needs energies to do the 50 damage or whatever it is.
Quick pause there. So now we just need to see
a triple tails wins the game for him right now.
I mean, he's at 9 cards.
Well, that's enough. If who knows? I don't know. But
he's got
a triple.
What, 2?
No, actually, it's not even triple tails. The double tails wins the game. The snack search just doesn't do it. It ends your turn. So double tails out there, and it's over.
Yeah.
Let's see. Grant's trying to think out, like, what? Does he have a way to draw into this doll? No, he doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Never mind. I think this is over. Yeah, this is over. He doesn't have any way to get the other doll. Yeah. Stefan's going to win this match. Somehow. He just doesn't have any way to draw into the doll. There's no Cynthia Caitlin.
But then he's leaving Rachi in the active.
If he
and that's
his last bench spot. No. This game's over, boys.
Yep.
Unless Grant knows something I don't. Which I think I've watched him play long enough to know. Yeah, it's over, boys.
Yeah. Watch this loop as many times as we can to know.
He's gonna have to take the Cynthia Caitlin, but it doesn't work that way, so
Got a Fionn to grab, and he's Siobhan's got it.
He couldn't even like mill, which sucks. Stefan's gonna steal one again. This is nutty.
So I mean, he gets
Stefan
one.
knows he's got it. He's like, yes.
He actually showed some emotion there, a little head nod.
Yes, Grant's not happy. He's like, oh, he's got the Fion. Grant, you can tell Grant pops off in these games. He hates when his opponents have the outs. It's funny.
Yeah. He's extremely invested.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Especially when you play a deck like this. It's like you're chilling, and then you get real angry when your opponent gets it out to you. It's like, oh man, come on. But yeah, it's 1-1. We have a 1-1 series, which was kind of what happened last time. But I think that one came down to Grant starting the Latios.
That was huge.
Yeah, if Grant doesn't start the Latios,
extra step.
It's a whole other turn of unluckiness that has to go into this.
Yeah, and like I don't think Grant he didn't play wrong.
No,
like there was a time where I was like, man, that was a dumb play. Nothing like that. It was all. It looked good. It was just
whatever he had to get. Yeah, and he could never. He started Latios and he couldn't get around that. And I think Stefan played it right. He knew those first 3 or 4 turns that he needed to take a prize every turn because
I think that he GX'd at the right time. He played that really well.
It just we'll see how this one goes.
That's what we expected.
Stefan starts at Dedenne.
And that sucks.
He gets the Florgus start. He has a doll. But other than that, Grant's got nothing. No. This is not looking good for Grant. We'll see what Stefan's hand.
Got the Pokey gear. See what he grabs off that.
Yeah. He can't even play the Pokey gear. Oh no, the Pokey gear. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking Pokecom, but yeah, Stevens. Hopefully he gets a Stevens, and then he can survive.
Or the possibility to, I should say.
Stefan's probably gonna either go for the Cramorant or Victini or Jirachi. He feels he needs to dig. Switch. Probably wants to see some type of energy here. He wants to Welder this turn. Oh, he can't Welder. It's turn 1.
It's like neither one of them are really doing anything.
There's nothing to do. And you already had the Deny, there's no digging that way. So really, this Jirachi's...
He top deck Stevens. So like now Grant's doing stuff.
Fine. He's going to be able to get probably the Mew right here, and then go get like Rare Candy, Florgus,
you might just grab another. Okay.
Yeah. I thought about the Mew. See, the Mew is just that just stops that thought process of that Cramorant's useless. Get away from me. But he opts into the
or he goes completely left field from everything we're thinking.
The Jirachi, he likes to start the Jirachi and let it die later and so on. So.
It makes sense because he can retreat the Flubebe with the rainbow.
Oh yeah, the rainbow. He doesn't care too much.
And then put the skateboard on the.
Oh, and he hits this research. Well, we might see a research.
Yeah. Ooh, hit him with the Pedal Blizzard. No, all right.
He just opts into putting the doll up and
Steven,
which is gonna get him the other 2 cards we were talking about.
Yeah.
And he has the research next turn and Jirachi. I would say the
all those quick balls in hand is kind of
it's rough
actually.
I mean, he wants to keep him. He doesn't ever want to get rid of this hand because that gives him.
Like you really just want to see like one at a time, though.
Yeah, it gives him access to Fion 3 times, but he needs an attacker. He has nothing.
Yeah.
And
Like he's got to use one of those to
he
grab.
grab what?
He's not doing anything this turn.
Yeah, grab what? He's gonna get
Like Bikini.
Jirachi. He's like, I gotta dig further. He needs to hit Fiery Flint. He's gotta hit the Flint.
Yeah. He hits the Flint, but like at that point, like you're getting rid of so many quick balls.
Yeah, and he didn't hit the Flint, and he just passes. These early turns are just too important. He knows it. He even reacted there. He knows these early turns are so important.
He knows it's bad. Like there's $2 down, 2 Flabebes. He's got a Jirachi with a.
Yeah, dude, Grant, this game's over.
For Game 7, like
the way Stefan won last game is he took a prize every turn from turn 1 on, and not able to do that here. His hands are atrocious.
Yeah, this is bad.
And he cannot fall behind like this versus this deck. Fortunately, there was not another Stevens, so there is no rare candy. So
research got him almost everything. He's just missing the rare candy, but
yeah, he needs rare candies, and
you get the Stellar Wish. You have the option to find.
But I mean, he's just chilling because.
Oh,
here comes the Flint, but like, what is he gonna do? He's got to give up another quick ball to get the Victini here, and hope he draws into a switch just so he could take out a doll. And Grant already has a doll in hand, so we know Grant has access to at least 3 dolls, probably 4. And you're just gonna draw cards, and Grant is completely okay with this because he's a few steps ahead.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm chilling.
No, I can't even retreat the Rachi either.
Yep,
like
he didn't hit a switch.
You don't even kill the doll.
Yep, it's another. It's just
rough.
another turn of. Hey, give me that supporter. And draw 3, and I'm chilling. He's chilling.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't need to flip tails. Or he doesn't even flip coins right now because he's got all the dolls. Like, these dolls aren't going anywhere.
Everything.
Stefan's not attacking. I don't know. You know, Stefan's just, he needs a good start, and he needs a bad start for Grant. It's the only way he wins, and it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, this is just not a pretty game.
No. And finally get our first attack, but it might be too late. I mean, ideally, he doesn't have a flip or a Florgus made.
Yeah.
But if he hits a rare candy here, okay, he did it. So it's still tough. He's got to do it 6 times. He needs 6 times, or 5, at least 5 times. The Fiona has to be live.
And he's gonna grab, a rare candy, 2 rare candies and a Florges here probably.
Yeah. Or just take the doll that he needs. He's like, I just want the doll.
And if you get another rare candy, that's 2 Florgeses. Yeah.
He's like, I just flip heads.
It's just like, I've got tons of coin flips now. You're killing the Rachi. I can put the Munchlax down.
Yep. And it gets the full lock.
He gets a full lock when he's at 5 prizes.
Yep. Which is not good.
No.
You're talking.
You go back to eating your sandwich.
Yes. You're talking. Stefan needs 15 tails in a row.
Yeah.
for Grant to lose at this point. It's like, it's some disgusting number because right now he's fine. If he hits heads here, he's fine next turn. And so it's just 1 heads and he's fine next turn. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. He's good. Like,
he needs 15 tails. He needs 15 tails, like I said, dude.
It's terrible. Like, and then you just grab both dolls here. Like,
yeah, at no point. And that just tells you he could flip triple tails 2 turns in a row, and it does not matter.
And it wouldn't
It
matter.
could be 6 tails in a row right here. It does not matter.
Yeah.
It's insane. This game's over.
And like now that he has all the dolls out of his deck too, he's probably just gonna start bill-level looping, just bill-level loop.
Yeah.
Try to make it as fast as he can. Cause like I'm pretty sure he's done with his sandwich. So like he's ready for this.
Like, I already ate, dude. I'm over it.
He looks like he's done eating. So like you just need it to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean, even if he had dolls in his deck, he wouldn't care if they got sent to the shadow
That's
realm.
true.
And at this point, Stefan needs 37 tails in a row, and that might get him 2 prizes. 2. But it's just crazy. Just not having catchers makes this almost impossible. For him to get 1 victory, he should actually just take. We should have just gave him double. He should just win, move on.
Yeah.
So, I just don't see how he did that. It's insane.
Yeah.
Because
again, it shows like how good all the players in this entire tournament are.
Yeah.
Like even though you didn't win the set, but like the fact that you were able to pull a game out, period,
It's insane.
is impressive.
It's just. If you take something like this to a regional and you face this deck, you're really hoping to steal game 1 and then just chill.
Yep.
And like, there's no chilling in this tournament. You have all the time in the world. And,
I mean, if you're great, you chill all you want. You're chilling all day.
And he sees it. He doesn't even make him play it out.
He's like, you know what? No, because now Stefan wants a sandwich now.
Yeah, Stefan's done. I mean, he made it far enough into this tournament. I mean, he did great. The only person he lost to in this entire tournament was Grant. He lost to Grant twice. It leaves him in top 3 of the stack tournament. Grant and Pedro. Grant's gonna try to go get his revenge. I mean, as much as like shit talk there is in Pokemon, their battle between each other was a little more. He's like, you got super lucky, Pedro. And Pedro's like, dude, you had the advantage in this game anyways. Like, why would you say I got lucky? Like,
yeah, it was a lot more like hostile.
Yeah.
But like I don't think they're like fighting in the parking lot, but they're excited. Like you can tell there's a lot of passion in it, and there's a lot of like, emotion between the two of them. They're like excited to play, but also there's like, I hate you a little bit inside of it.
Yeah, it's funny. But that will end today's matches, and all we have is the finals left for you. We got Grant versus Pedro.
Good.
Grant has to win 4, or he's got to win twice. So he's got to win 2 best of 3s to take it. And as we've seen in today's match, that match really comes down to turn 1. Like that, as much as Doll Style is horrible to watch, and the finals might not be too bad. Like I'm sure they both realized it after their match that this really comes down to: did I get the clear vision? No.
Yep.
Did I get the ultra creation? Yes.
I mean, it's decided pretty early.
Yeah.
I mean, not decided, but like you can pretty much assume, but after like the first couple turns.
Yeah, that this is over, and overall, this tournament's been crazy. We've seen a great run by Isaiah. We've seen a great run by Rahul. Stefan sneakily just dominated the tournament with this Baby Blounce deck that really, in this format, if you draw well and you draw your stamps, like it's really hard for you to lose, and we've seen that.
Huge powerhouse for sure.
And I think like if Stefan had that Victini V in his deck, or Victini Prism Star in his deck, he might be able to just win these games eventually.
Yeah, like one match that was rough for him, that Victini Prism Star, like completely turns it like to where it's really hard for Grant to mill your entire deck.
Ever. If he, I don't even know if he could, but like I think it becomes like a standstill because I don't know. I don't even want to think about that match. I'm glad Stefan didn't play the
VT. At least for like viewer's sake,
4 hours later,
we would get through the quarantine.
We might make it.
Like we'd make it past coronavirus. We beat this for sure, but like,
but yeah, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed these matches. We will have the finals. It's on video, and it should be out tomorrow or the next day or whenever it gets done. To be honest, if you've noticed, this has been a wild ride. But I hope you enjoy these matches. I hope you enjoy seeing the best 16 players in this game compete in a bracket like this. And thanks, Connor, for joining me. I appreciate it. And that's it, guys. It's time to scoop it up.